Greetings, I am Live.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Yes.
Okay, so for everyone who's not here yet, we're gonna explain what we're gonna be doing because it's gonna be important to watching this as a full set of videos for the later captured stream.
Yes.
Okay. So the game seems to have two endings for every single date you go on.
Yes.
We went back and we checked out what the other endings were. We did all the choices and found the other endings for all 5 of the essential dates.
Though there was, I think, well, no, we did do all. We really did do all of them. Damn.
We
Because my brain
did.
keeps going, we had to have missed one.
No,
No,
we
we
went
didn't.
and we did them all. And so what we're going to do then, and so we think we know all the information necessary to complete this game. We really believe we do, but damn, every one of those routes is fascinating, no matter which direction you go.
Yes.
I'm going to highly recommend that you play this game.
It's a really, really good game. Also supporting another queer creator, and that's super awesome. So,
And it is also an experience. All right, also welcome to the stream. Hello.
Greetings!
And so we are very excited to finish this game and see how it is. Shall we get right into it, my friend?
Yes, absolutely. So, welcome everyone. Excuse me while I patter around real fast to actually move something down.
So that we're not
Do
using
this.
too much power. Greetings, Zarslapan. There we go. My brain wants to read it
Zarslepen?
as Zarspleen.
Zarspleen. Hello! Greetings! Alright, we're about to get started. We did our cute little intro because that's what we do because we're eventually going to stick this on YouTube. And
Yep.
it's good to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Greetings, salutations, welcome to the party. We are gonna finish this game.
All right.
So we've finally. So again, for you, since you weren't here and you didn't hear the intro bit, we'll just do it
So
again.
we believe we are prepped for this game. Since it's going to be a video, I don't know, but we went and we checked out all the other options, and we are going to go forward thinking we know what's going on.
Yes. So this
So
is.
we got to go back to the dates.
I mean, look at this. We went around and we did actually a few more things, and
We
it
did.
was interesting. Okay.
We did them all.
We did do all.
All right, let's load it.
It was
let's load it.
intensive. All right. So which one was it? Was it?
It's the black one right there. It should
Yeah, it
be
was
right
this
there.
one.
I say.
Yes.
So yes, I've seen it all. This is where we are. So if you haven't seen the first 2 rounds of this might be a little confusing.
Yep.
But we're gonna see if we can solve our father's murder.
Oh, you've been busy then, haven't you?
Yes.
So what was it like? What did you learn? Who's my informant? Most importantly, did you find out who killed my father? You
Kind
must
of.
have. I can't stand to believe otherwise. But if at any point in this interrogation you suddenly realize that you don't know something after all, just say stop, and I can still go to the auction.
Hopefully we didn't miss anything.
Oh God, enough of that though. Just give me a name. I need a name. Who killed my father? Fill in the blank. Who killed my father?
Okay.
In the most literal sense of the verb, just in case this whole mystery is much more complicated than I thought, the person who physically pulled the trigger. Who killed my father? That's Ellis. What was his last name?
Oh shoot! What was Ellis's last name?
Oh dang!
It's
No, it's
Hold on.
Shoot.
Is it Van Heerdren or whatever it is?
No.
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 So hold on. Anyway, let me look
Rajendran.
it up. Rajendran. Yeah.
Rajendran.
Yes.
Come again? Ellis?
Yes.
Did I hear that correctly? Ellis?
You did.
Are we thinking of the same person here? Ellis Rajendran, blue hair, tall, shy, and about as spacey as the Voyager 1?
Yes.
That's impossible. He could never. Could he?
Yes.
Why on earth would Ellis do something like that? What could possibly be his motive?
Oh, will you see?
Give me some proof. Ellis killed my father because he's...
An assassin.
Okay, so as far as I understand, this gets awkward because it's very particular.
Yes. So we
So-
understand that basically. Oh, hey.
Hello!
H. Ravenloft. Hi. Welcome.
Greetings!
All
Hello!
right, so I actually have read a couple of the Ravenloft books, and actually a long time ago, I was in a fierce bidding war on eBay for one of the Ravenloft books for one of my friends for Christmas.
That's adorable.
And it started at $8 and went up to like $109.
Oh
It
no!
was so bad.
That's
All right.
so cute.
I'm trying to remember which one it was, but I'd have to look it up at the time. Anyway, so yeah.
He's an assassin.
A what?
A what? An assassin? I mean, I know they exist. That's a real thing. But Ellis?
Yes.
But I suppose that would explain a lot. Apparent lack of motive to kill, that freaky scar across his neck, how I don't know his family. It all makes sense, but I'm still shocked. Just, wow. That's not the end of it, though. If he's an assassin, someone must have hired him.
Yep.
I don't know how culpability is legally assigned between client and killer, but the one who paid is just as guilty, in my mind. Just give me a name, and hopefully it'll be someone I know.
All right, so it's Anastasia.
Yeah, I was like, Anna.
What's her last name?
Stay.
It's that company, the tech
How do I
one.
spell it?
Oh,
Does the
how do you
name
spell
pops up-
Anastasia? Anastasia. Hold on.
I know they actually have the comments, like under the comments, they actually have character names. So
Do they? Hold on, we're
His
trying
grandmother,
to look up spelling.
Aqua.
Whoa.
Not you. Whoa.
Whoa. All right, we are reading. Hold on.
I can do this. I'm like, where?
So, student council, very serious.
Oh crap! It is.
It's traditional
Hey,
Anastasia
Plum!
selling. Welcome, Plum!
Greetings! We are figuring out the murder.
Mm-hmm.
We have just started. You haven't missed much. We've just the character has asked us to put in names, and we have to be
So-
very exact about what we put in. What is the last name? Anastasia what?
That's what I'm looking for. I can't remember their stupid tech company name.
I can't either. It starts with a C.
Everett. No, it's Everett.
Everett,
It's
right?
Anastasia Everett.
Everett. Anastasia Everett, because
Okay.
that he could. Who is that?
Unfortunately,
Haha!
yay!
Gotcha. You're so first.
The-
There's actually 2 people here before you, but that's okay.
We're actually getting ever so slightly popular. It's lovely to see you. We enjoyed your memes as always. Our internet was so slow that it took us like an hour to load them all. It was amazing.
It's fabulous.
But it was worth it because I simp for all.
Yes, I'm serious. Who is Anastasia Everett? All I can think is, no, that's not possible. The Everetts that I know of all died in an accident 10 years ago.
That is correct. That is
Well,
what you know.
Actually, wait a sec. There was something strange that I still remember about their funeral. My sister Marcy had been very upset that entire week, more than you'd normally be over the death of your father's business associates. And at the funeral, she was even worse. Okay, so just so you guys actually don't know,
We would like to say that the relationship that we theorized between Anastasia and our protag's older sister is canon.
yes, they actually were dating.
They were dating. This game is super queer and it's very charming.
It was.
Like it's very nice. Like and all of it, like none of it is basically a tragedy queer in reference to relationships.
Yes.
Like in your traditional sense at all. So it's like, and it's also all felt like all the stuff that we've done off screen as well has felt very respectful. Like it's dark. A lot of it's very sad, but not like you're gay sad, just sad.
Well, it's not the bury your gaze trope. Kind
Exactly.
Of thing. Yay! Yes, so much queer going on. Like,
all right.
well,
Anyway, so even worse.
Even worse. I tailed her around the funeral home all morning, but she wouldn't tell me what was wrong. Eventually, she just slammed the non-denominational chapel door in my face.
I love that label. Non-denominational chapel door is just amazing.
Honestly, that's actually pretty funny. Yeah, it gay sad.
Gay
Gay
sad.
like, and I'm not saying like you can't have gay sad stories because then it kind of involves everybody.
No,
but
but
when
it's
you
just
explicitly
when it's sad
fringe-
because it's gay, because you can't have the gays succeed. Then
Yeah.
it's the anti-gay agenda.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, like having an entirely like gay queer story where that's the whole narrative and everything's like a tragedy anyway. Like I still feel like that's more of a complex conversation to have.
The
but
worst possible internet. Yes.
if I do not get the meme, I'm sorry, Palm. No, I don't know what that is.
All right.
I was just as nosy as I was back then as I am now. So I went outside and looked through the window, but it wasn't Marcy that I saw. I saw this older girl with short orange hair standing by the altar, her face all bandaged up except for one bright pink eye staring straight back at me like I was the abyss. I think there might have been some blonde kid, maybe a boy, next to her as well, but I couldn't really say. I was too busy running away in absolute terror because I was 8.
I do want to add something about unfortunately we are unable to change the title. So the NG virus, welcome aboard.
Hi, greetings.
This
Hello.
is unfortunately not no delivery because when we try to change the title, it keeps erroring out every time. We tried it like 7 times before starting the stream.
So I
So
apologize.
it is Who Killed My Father Academy, which is what we're doing, and we're actually in the finale right now. You are welcome to join us.
Yes.
What I was going to say is that in reference to all of this, the the various characters and going on dates with them, their nefarious experiences, if you will, or their very complex lives in reference to the layers of this mystery game, it's fascinating. Either ending is equally fascinating for the various dates you can go on, and I have no regrets for replaying portions of this game to learn everything.
Yeah, this is incredibly complex, and I really appreciate it.
We thought it was a shame too. Like, we're not sure what the error is, but we're gonna plow forward and hope for the best. All right.
No, is that the one?
Isn't that Blahoy? Internet Blahoy.
Is that Internet Blahoy?
I believe so. That's the one of no good.
Maybe.
Anyway, all right, my friends.
I haven't
what
looked
happened?
Russian for a while. I apologize.
We need to know.
Shortly afterwards, I met Victor for the first time, and then Marcy never spoke of that day again, so I didn't dwell on it much until just now.
So you and Victor have met, and you do remember, actually.
I haven't seen either that woman nor the boy since. They've been nothing to me but scary apparitions for the past decade. But you know, maybe they were more than that. I've been so shocked by the idea of EVCO still being a functioning company that I didn't even consider the simplest reason for it, that the Everetts aren't all dead.
The mystery unfolds. So ready to hear this ending.
And maybe the name Anastasia Everett isn't just a coincidence. Maybe I've even met her long ago, or at her own family's funeral. He's trying to figure it out.
That's what it is. It's Blahoy.
Yeah! Blahoy! Okay, okay, but if that girl in the chapel was Anastasia, though, then who was the boy? A younger brother? I know the Everetts had a son around my age whom I'd never met. Assuming Anastasia is still in the area, maybe he is too. And if he is, it's fairly likely that he attends Smith Academy.
Yes!
Woo!
See? Proud of us. You can remember some things.
That was you prompting me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you, Palm.
Yeah, we appreciate our Russian teacher.
Yay!
Our temporary Russian teacher.
We are so bad at Russian. Our brains are very full with all of this.
Oh, we got so much going on. We try though. Okay, just humor me, okay? If I know who that boy is, then complete the sentence. Anastasia Everett's younger brother is, can I just say Crispin?
Yes, you can. Should be able to say Crispin.
Yes. That does work out. I don't know Crispin's last name. He looks the part, and he does seem very pro-EVCO.
He's pro-EVCO. Who's pro-EVCO?
Alright, who in the crowd's pro-EVCO? Except for I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe this company, like, experiments on people. Jesus
Oh my god,
Christ.
this company is dark as hell. She is really, actually, with a deeper motivation based on the very little we've met her, than a lot of villains have. She is an impressive, I will go to any lengths to achieve my ends kind of villain, and it's amazing.
Well, and I will say also in that way, like also because getting to know so much more around the story itself, she didn't feel nearly as tropey. If you'd literally just run into her to begin with, I think I would have been more aggravated about her.
Right.
To be honest, because that feels really common, like over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of psychotic.
But the
in that
setup
sense.
worked really well in reference to what her brother exposited about her.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
You remember that Stacy email, don't you? Well, stop me if you've heard this one before, but Stacy could be short for Anastasia. That would make a lot of sense. And I never thought it too strange because lots of people have pink eyes, myself included.
Oh. That's interesting.
I like that we actually don't know what our character looks like. I like that our character actually has an appearance.
Okay,
that's
so
great.
One of the things that I mentioned after we finished the other parts of the game before we came to this end here, when I was talking to my good friend Scandal here, I was just like, it's amazing because there's so many issues that a lot of these kind of like dating game structures have around how they do dialogue and handling tense and stuff like that. But since we're in this character's head and we're experiencing whatever she tells us, it really is, that's our entire reality. So everything works perfectly because it's just whatever she manages to just shove off in our direction.
Right?
All right. I
Lots
didn't know
of
that
people
pink is not uncommon.
Have pink eyes, myself included, but his really are the same shade as that girl's. A piercing hot pink. We're all albinos in this world. Okay.
Either that or we're all just super animu in this world.
We could be!
This is the mega anime world, and so pink eyes are not uncommon at all. Someone going, I know I have a really common color of eyes, pink, and I know my hair is so ordinary, light blue, but you know.
Oh my god! That's so bad!
But that's the end.
Yes! It's exactly that! Yeah! Oh my god. It really is just like, sparkle.
Yes.
it's so sad. I'm so plain. And I mean,
Ordinary.
my eyelashes are like 3 feet long. My eyes
I have
are the size
the
of
same identical, delicate, athletic figure of every girl my age. I would never stand out in a crowd.
I know! Okay.
What
Wow.
they said, yes.
This is a lot to take in. To recap what you just told me, Ellis was contracted to kill my father by Anastasia Everett.
Yes.
AKA Crispin Everett's older sister.
Yes.
You are correct. Anastasia is presumably the CEO of Evco. That would make sense. Yeah, because I was like, okay, would you put in Crispin? And I was like, no, because Crispin doesn't necessarily have the power. His sister does.
Mhm, exactly, and he made that fairly clear. I was gonna say, like, actually, the mystery for both of us, where we get
Edward will never love me.
They could. I mean, Bakugo is full-on anime, so they could totally be related to Bakugo. Absolutely. Everyone is just, like, when Bakugo grew up and chilled out a little bit, we'll just say he got really busy and created an entire anime world. It's fine. He's everyone's great-great-grandpa.
Right? I'm also just like, all right, Czar Slepan, I'm Jacob. Like, I need to know.
I'm Team Bella, date yourself. You are lonely Pinata. You are a sad Pinata who needs to develop your own identity.
You remember! God, that was so funny. Sorry, I actually, so I've talked a little bit to Czar Slepan, and we actually had a meme, apparently some time ago.
Actually,
some time ago, where for a while I would flip my hair and I'd just be like, look, I'm Jacob,
That's
because of how it
amazing.
would fall,
Uh-huh.
and it was really funny.
Okay.
Yes!
Alrighty, ready? Who
All
was
right.
that boy?
Did everyone in student council know about this, keeping me purposely in the dark?
No.
Yeah, years and years. Even Victor hasn't said anything. Has he just been lying to my face this entire time, knowing everything they'd done?
Kind of, but not really.
That was like,
It's fine.
No, he must have said something during our date, at least. He could never keep a secret like that from me.
He didn't.
What did Victor do? Fill in the blank for me, string puller. What did he say to me? On our date, Victor revealed that he was, the informant.
Yes.
That is what-
Let's try that.
Okay, that's actually not very surprising. Victor being my informant makes a lot of sense. It's very like him to go out of his way to help me.
I also kind of love this convention, that there really is this experience of going, I'm going to tell you everything, and I am not going to give you access to talk to me. We're not going to build a rapport or anything until which point as I am ready to hear from you. Like, we're not going to do idle banter. Like, the efficiency of this protag is real straightforward. I am going to sacrifice AU versions of myself without even thinking until you tell me we're done.
Yeah, which is...
And then
Whoa.
I will let you speak.
Yeah, I can imagine it so well. Victor silently watches everything happen, does nothing, and only tells me because he thinks that'll make me forgive him. Okay, just so to round out my questions, what role did Dux play in this murder plot? He must have been involved somehow, but if he didn't do it or hire any assassins, what's there left to do in a murder? Maybe he was part of the planning phase, so I'll phrase it like this. What part of the plan did Dux suggest?
The murder. He did. Ugh.
Like, the very idea of killing my father? That was Dux's idea?
Yeah, and he feels super damn guilty about it and really awkward. And
Such drama,
tea.
yes.
There's a lot of tea. Much
There's
drama.
so much tea.
Much tea. We are serving the tea, and honestly, for everyone who has seen Dux's date, there really was this experience of him feeling, whoa.
Okay, no, you're fine. Go ahead. So I apologize.
Really?
This sound's going to go a little weird because I'm going to try to see if I can edit the thing again.
Okay.
Since we've been running this for a little bit and see if it will let me change it.
Okay,
'Cause
so
if
he's
it-
been feeling really, really guilty about the idea that he even casually was just like, well, we could murder him. And it actually reminds me, because just recently we watched the first season of Lock and Key on Netflix, and there really was this, you know, the oldest son in there who was like, oh yeah, we're pissed off high schoolers, and if you ever decide to kill your dad, do me a favor and kill mine too. And then later that kid actually did kill his dad, and he
Right.
had massive, massive guilt about, this happened because of me, and that's essentially Dux's experience, and it's pretty sad, my bro. All right, are we ready to move forward, friend?
Hang on. I'm editing something. I'm going to see if I can change this.
Okay, hold tight. We're gonna try one more time
All
to
right,
change the
so
title.
who killed my father? Academy, please let me change this. why you are not letting me change this is beyond.
It's even a button that we're allowed to choose. Maybe they're not supposed to be the same? I don't know. But let's try it again, now that we've been streaming. No!
I cannot change the stream info. All right, we're screwed. Here we go.
We're gonna look that up later and go, there it is.
Oh, cool.
You've seen the series too.
Lock
Excellent.
and key. I have to say, like, it was interesting, but it was kind of one of those I can't walk away from the train wreck kind of interesting in that sense, because there's a lot of like tiny plot things or character moments that I felt like were brought up and then they were instantly dropped.
They were
And it was
directorial challenges.
Yeah, and the tone kept shifting around a lot, and it was a little confusing, and it's okay.
We did enjoy the non-binary omnisexual demon though. That was fascinating.
I know. I was really just like, hey, you could do anything with demons these days. You could sleep with high schoolers. You could sleep with adults.
It's great.
Everybody gets boned.
All right.
If they want to look like anything, they can look like your best dream.
Oh dear.
The ducks I've known for, admittedly, only 2 days would never mastermind a murder. There's got to be some catch, but hell if I'll ever know. This is all really starting to sink in now. Literally everyone I know here wasn't somehow involved in my father's death.
Not Gia.
Not Gia.
Oh.
Wow. Except Gia,
Yes.
of course. She's never done anything wrong ever in her entire life.
As far as
But
we know.
how do I know that for sure? I thought Ellis couldn't hurt a fly, but now I know very well otherwise.
Providing you trust us.
Right? You know, come to think of it, what happened in the branch where I didn't bid on anyone at all? I hadn't thought about it, but that version of me probably spent the night with Gia.
Alright, this protag knows exactly what they want. They really are just like, this is it. I know who I am, and I know who I can seduce.
Right?
This is fine.
Did you see any of that? Did we talk about anything relevant or anyone? This conspiracy just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I feel like I can't roll anyone out anymore. For example, like, I don't even know who used to live with Gia before I moved in. What if her former roommate's involved in this too? Okay,
Kind
do
of.
we have, okay, so we just have the first name, right? We don't
Yes,
have the
we
last
didn't have a last name for
Right.
the roommate.
That's just an example, of course. You probably don't know anything about Gia's former roommate. If it turns out that she's actually involved in all of this, I'm going to eat my phone.
I hope it's tasty.
Oh god, so many eyes.
Yes, the demon.
Ah. But on the off chance something like that did happen, please fill in the blank with her name. Aqua! Or Akua, as I said.
Actually, my
But-
friend thought that it might be pronounced aqua afterwards, but yeah, it's Akua.
I especially-
Or aqua. And if she was black, that could be like a very normal kind of Ebonic spelling.
Right? Yeah, don't know. So let's give
Aqua.
it a shot. Aqua! I lied about eating my phone. It's brand new and it also won't fit in my mouth.
I see. I love our protag.
But are you serious? Is this Aqua person really related to everything going on?
Kind
Gia's
of.
old roommate? Not
Only
really.
sort of.
Like, even we don't really know much about that because it sort of ended. Ha! I knew it! I was right! Aqua! It would be too difficult to have you try and tell me everything about her, but I'll be sure to remember that name.
Oh God.
Oh, God, what are we
That
doing?
name is in a very sad state right now.
Oh, but I think I've heard enough now. The cast has been fully assembled. Oh,
Hopefully
boy.
we did this correctly and we didn't say no, she's not involved. So, let's
Ellis, the Everett siblings, Victor, Dux, Gia, and now this girl, Aqua.
Huh, we hope it tastes good. It is the tastiest of phones, like an iPhone cookie. Hum num num.
It tastes like proprietary
like
techware.
Capitalism and bitter defeat.
Sigh. It's fine. So, what do I do now? I might have told you this already, but I really had no plans for what to do after I found all the answers I sought, which is actually true.
That is an amazing flavor profile. That is a flavor profile of like the good place.
Love the assignment of all those flavors to a phone. I can't even imagine how. So is that like, ooh,
What?
it's the gum that Willy Wonka makes.
Oh, it's Willy Wonka gum. That's a whole entire meal
phone.
all at once.
Except it's like a whole buffet.
It's a
and
buffet.
You're gonna die.
It's like starting at the beginning of the Golden Corral buffet and eating through every single dish in a line like a hungry caterpillar.
Uh-huh.
Nom, 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 nom.
Who
Right.
killed my father? That's easy. It was Ellis, or the entire Smith Academy Council, depending on how you look at it. I wasn't planning my revenge or anything. I just wanted to know who could possibly have killed him. You see, a few months ago, not too long before he passed away, my father and I got into a fight over Thanksgiving.
We did mention that they never had a good relationship with each other.
It is really sad.
Write that down. Oh, the buffet thing?
Yeah.
Quotable. Highly quotable.
Right. About the Victor incident, of course, it always is. And I may have lost my temper a bit with him saying something like, "I hope you die alone in your office." The exact wording, I don't quite remember.
This also is that same experience of like the guilt that Dux was feeling of going, I said this to you and then it happened and I didn't want it to be my fault.
Yeah, poor
And I wanted
Dux.
to know if it was my fault at all.
That poor character's like, I'm so fucked up.
This is also one of those things of just going, okay guys, there really is this experience of going, my bro, I try to be kind to people even when you're angry for your own benefit. If you're gonna say something that will make you feel guilty, just don't say it. Like, don't temper yourself for their benefit, but definitely temper yourself for your own benefit. And then temper yourself for their benefit if you feel like you're being an asshole, because that's good. Or if they ask you to stand back, because boundaries are important.
But what he said back to me, I'll never forget.
You'll have to wait a very long time for that. Unfortunately, I don't plan on dying anytime soon. Unfortunate for whom?
And you didn't know my father, but when he said things with such finality like that, he meant them.
I see.
That's why I wanted to know so badly who on earth could have made him break that promise. And it turns out it was an 18-year-old student assassin named Ellis who weighs about 100 pounds soaking wet. Who'd have thought?
He is
tiny.
Yeah, he is tiny.
Cute.
Have you ever seen an anime Bishi before? They're
I
tiny.
was about to say, Zarla Panic kind of reminds me of one of your characters. I gotta say, I'm like the height of femboy.
Yes.
Like, whoa, tiny, skinny, itty bitty femboy. Like,
on the other hand, again, like the other routes and endings for each one of these dates were absolutely worth it.
Yes.
And like neither of them was less or more than the other. I would recommend them 100%.
Are you sure? No, definitely not yours. Oh, I'm sorry. How could I ever presume?
Yep, watch what you say. Words can materialize.
No, that's actually lies.
I speak all the lies here, so my friend, you must
I
know.
only speak scandal.
You speak scandal, and so you are stuck in the scandal now. All right,
words,
here we go.
Actually, that is kind of an opinion that people do have of going, like, sometimes basically your words that you speak can manifest your reality, which is a good thing, I think, to basically try to encourage people to speak before they think.
There is also a level of like self-fulfilling prophecy and being
or think
aware
before they speak. Jesus Christ.
of how you speak before you think. Now you are soon. All right, soon. You know what to do?
Titties!
All right, you jump first and think later.
I speak scandal. You figured it out. Well, you see, we thought the names were rather apt since I get
They work really well.
and completely on accident.
I also get accused of being an absolute phony in every professional environment I've ever been in.
Despite
Going,
the fact
you
that you're
cannot
like-
have that level of professionalism, that level of morals. Nobody's that good.
Nobody's
as perfect as you pretend to be.
Nobody is that honest.
Nobody's that honest. Nobody's that straightforward. Like all the time of going, oh my God, no one can follow the rules all the time. And I go, I mean, they make it really easy for me because I know exactly what to do. So yes.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm neurodivergent in the way that goes, but rules make everything simple. So
Why would you
you
follow the
ever
rules?
not follow them?
Right.
As well as like, if you lie, it makes things complicated. So you know.
Are you saying that?
Yes.
So you speak.
So your name is LWSSA.
Lassa?
Lewissa.
Lewissa.
It's like Melissa, but Lewissa.
Honestly,
All right, we
I
gotta
could
go,
see it.
friend.
Okay, but now that I know everything, there's nothing left for me to do here. I can finally move on. My new life as a normal high school student begins tomorrow, and then we die.
Well, I mean, the thing is if Anastasia...
Yeah,
Hold on, I was to say, one, if Anastasia is aware in this game,
oh God!
then she's gonna fuck everything up even though we're in this reality.
Ah!
Okay, here we go.
No! Yeah, I'm just shitting you. Can you imagine? Anyway, I want a direct confession from
Everyone involved. Are we gonna do a big roundup where we do one of those big, like,
We're all gonna die all over again. We're gonna have to do this again.
No. A direct confession would mean you have to be able to remember them, so they all have to happen at once.
Right.
So we're gonna basically have one of those Poirot moments, or one of those, like moments where the mystery solver gets together, gets everyone in the room,
right.
and then you go,
the grand
here,
reveal moment.
I'm Sherlock. Here's how it all played out. Tell me I'm wrong.
Right.
All right, let's do this.
Oh God, I want a direct confession from everyone involved, and from then on out, who knows what comes next. But I think I've got a good plan for how to get that confession. We're gonna die.
Just so you know, you died a lot in the dates.
Like, whoa.
So you need to be careful.
Whoa. Just as I thought, the Stuco boys are all in the auditorium dressing room getting ready for the show. This is perfect. I knock on the door. We are screwed.
It is what it is, yeah. Ms. Smith?
I've forgotten what I was about to say.
Him! Poof! Hello. Honestly, the other half of his story was really sad and poignant.
But I still kind of want to know what the hell happened. Now, we didn't go back, so we went and we got the endings, but that doesn't mean we got all the dialogue
We didn't
options.
get absolutely every single dialogue for all the game. We did not, go to every single, answer.
Option? Yeah.
But we did do a lot of them. And this game, actually, I want to say props to the actual design of the game. There was an experience where there's a back button, and even after you make a choice, it will let you go back to that choice, so you don't actually have to save and load. It's a really cool physical mechanic, so you can actually just click a choice, see the next 2, 3, 4 answers, find out where the two paths converge, and then click back and click the other choice.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Without having to save or load at all. It's really nice.
Right in front of me is that boy from 10 years ago. I can see it so clearly now. His hair, his bright pink eyes, his hair.
He's an heir.
He is an heir.
He
This
is.
sad little boy standing quietly next to his sister at his family's funeral helped murder my father.
Is there any particular reason you're here?
Behind him, I can see heads turning.
Jenny's here? She is indeed.
But she can't come in, can she? This is the boys' dressing room.
There's specifically just one boys' dressing room in the entire school.
Uh-huh.
Who cares? I've had non-dudes in here before. I love that. It doesn't mean you're a girl, you're just a not dude. Anybody who's a non-dude.
I like that, actually. It's very inclusive.
What? Are you still jealous, Victor? They are also canon. Remember there was suggestion that Victor and Dux had been involved?
Yes.
Based on the date with Victor, that is also confirmed as canon in one of the alternate endings that we didn't get on screen.
Which was really sad.
It was
because
so sad.
Dux was just like,
Oh,
I
Lord.
basically actually fell in love with Victor, and Victor told me to take a hike.
He told him to just get the
Because
hell
all
out.
he wanted, apparently, was basically just more or less
Comfort?
coping and comfort using somebody else while
So if you need a
pining
reference,
for the main character.
It's basically your Asra and Julian arc, basically, of Asra's coping because of all of his experiences losing someone he cared about. And Julian's like, no, this is good. This is fine. We got this. And it's not at all. Except for in this case, Dux is his story is way more sympathetic to me.
Oh, God.
All right.
It's sad.
So-
I was like, dang.
You know what?
What I would have once considered casual banter now seems like it all has a hidden meaning. It's called double entendre, dear.
I say everything Dux says, everything Dux says is meant to be, a sort of innuendo.
It's also just like, damn, he is so much
he's sad.
Self-destructive even
Sad.
through physical relationships, and I'm
Everything.
I am so sorry.
It is amazing, but also again, I felt like it was really well handled.
That was actually a thing that we found out. So Dux's family, because it was one of the endings we found out we were playing on our own, Dux is actually basically new money.
To be very new money, and that they basically didn't know what to do with their kid once they were suddenly rich.
Uh-huh.
And we're not going to spoil everything, because again, there's a lot of cool stuff to see in here, but a lot of the theories we had, the game implied things really well. We were able to we were accurate with them, and then the game paid them off really well. So the setup and payoff in this game was really good.
Uh-huh.
All right.
What I would have once considered casual banter now seems like it is all double entendre. Are they just joking, or do they know why I'm here? Are they preparing to get rid of me, just like they did my father? But I'm just going to have to go through with this as best as I can.
All right. Could I talk to you for a minute? Let me in.
All right, so I do not know where this begins and ends.
So do you want to save it real quick?
Yep, so we're going to come down here. We're going to go
Oh,
save.
Lord. Just pick it.
I want to go somewhere where I don't have
Go to page 8. Page 4. Page 4. Okay, we're on page 4.
We're on page 4. Here we go.
Yes,
We're turning to page
full-on
4.
disaster.
Okay,
Plumb.
so let's just try.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
I was about to say we should try that one.
I suppose we could lower the gender barrier, if truly for only a minute. Hey, look! A real dressing room.
Fancy
This is a
schmancy.
big event. I mean, they really are like, we provide everything to keep these bored rich people in line.
Aha!
All right.
I step into the room. Everyone's eyes on me. It's more than a bit nerve-wracking. String puller, no matter what happens from now on, just back me up, okay?
We'll do our best.
I'm about to tell these boys about how I've just had a vision of the future.
I'm gonna pretend to be psychic. Sorry, what? So one of the things that I really liked also was based on how I mentioned before that the dialogue is amazing because it's whatever Jenny decides to share with us. And so like there's a lot of places where the author's able to go, the dialogue here works and not have to write something.
Right.
And it's really cool.
Because your character doesn't tell you about
Because your
it.
character doesing tell you. And she often summarizes what's going on. So it's a really interesting layered experience.
Yeah.
Jenny, were you like pre-gaming the auction or something? Please, elaborate on this vision.
Imagine me saying this in the most earnest voice possible. I had a premonition of my dating each one of you tonight, just like it was real. It's not a total lie. I just wasn't the one who saw the dates. You were, string puller. But how could you date all of us in one night? Wrong accent, but that's okay.
I believe that she is saying that she experienced a 4-part vision of all possible outcomes of her bidding at tonight's auction. And I died in all of them.
I appreciate his saving me the trouble of explaining branching paths.
On
That
the
should
other
probably
hand-
make you incredibly fucking nervous considering the literal threats that we have gotten from your sister about how no matter how hard you try, this version of you will always exist here.
Yes, except
Like-
for this Jenny doesn't know that. But honestly, him being able, branching paths basically that quickly, that is very concerning. Anyway, good job for bringing it down. What did you see, Jenny? Did we talk? Did we? You're just gonna believe her after saying something like that? Without any proof of anything?
Oh, here we go. This is the part where you come in. Oh, God. Please don't tell me we have to be super exact about
type
this.
everything. I hope not. Hopefully
Oh!
it's going to be clicks of she'll offer
I think it's going to be
options.
clicking
All right, let's
or
find
typing. Since you've seen what will happen, you already know where each boy will take me on our date, which, if you'll recall, is kept secret until the auction itself.
Oh God, do we remember
I
this?
thought that level of secrecy was completely unnecessary at the time, but now it's an extremely useful way for me to pretend that I can see the future.
Oh dear.
All you have to do is tell me where I went with each of them.
Oh God.
Just remember to save your progress here, or whatever it is you do, since we'll only get one shot at making this convincing.
So we're supposed to save it right
shit!
here. I trust that none of you have previously revealed your date locations to anyone, so that Ms. Smith's proof might actually be effective.
Oh dear.
Oh God. So, how about it? Where did we go on our date, Jenny? The Ferris wheel.
Ah, he's so eager. Ever have the urge to play anything remotely close to the chest, Victor?
The vest.
Best. But, okay, you're up, string puller. Fill in the blank. Shit.
We went to a Ferris wheel. Yep, that should do it. That's where you wanted to go? A Ferris wheel? What are you, 14? I'm not, but she's right. The Ferris wheel was where we were going to go. Jenny, you're so amazing.
Ah, wow. Thanks. I'll be sure to pass on the compliment. Oh, shit. Oh, do me next. He's so very excited, like this is just some kind of party trick. On our date, Ellis took me to...
The aquarium.
The aquarium.
Like, this isn't too bad. This should work.
Wow, that is where I plan to go. everyone, I think that Jenny really can see the future.
Of course she can. She's amazing and perfect and wonderful and the best person I've ever seen. The only person I've ever cared about in all of...
I feel like what's going to happen is that we're going to get stuck because Crispin's going to be the only one who's going to be a huge stickler for exactly like what the name of the restaurant is.
Well, I can look it up real quick because the stream went up this morning. It's okay.
That's super helpful.
Let me go and do that as the thing is. But so we're gonna continue forward just a little bit while we research our own stuff. Honestly, though, this game is doing a good job, I feel, with what it is like expositing. Like a lot of games that were text really did have this issue where they were very, very bad at at dealing with the text that they wanted people to input. And there really is this experience of like telling people, oh yeah, put in text, and then going, yeah, you didn't do it perfectly. Like a lot of the old like King's Quest games and stuff where answer things text-based, and it really got to be an issue. So anyway, I'm about to get to the announcement. Do you have a line? Oh.
Yeah, it's your line, actually.
You go to the aquarium every year, though, dude. She could have found that out easy just by asking. I love that he's the most suspicious right now.
Right.
Even though he's, quote, the dumb one.
Right.
I'm like, okay, she got Ferris wheel, right? But maybe Victor's in on it. You know what? You know he'd do that for her.
The bitterness is real. Alright, you got it because you got another one, unfortunately.
All right. Says the guy who runs away every year. You honestly think you're not incredibly predictable, Do you think you're so unique, huh? Hey, I said 1,000,000 times. I'm not doing that this year. I'm done with that lifestyle now. Escape attempts are so 2013. All right.
Do you think you found it?
It's okay. I'm almost there. So go ahead.
I'm kind of wondering. All right.
All right. But even if I was going to run away with my date, which I'm not, I'd still have a location planned as a cover story. Can she guess that?
The ice skating rink.
Ice skating rink. Yep. Or the ice rink.
I bet he did run away, but fine. Let's guess that cover story. We are first supposed to go to ice skating rink.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa. Unfortunately,
right. I presume she guessed yours correctly as well. Yeah, she did. Okay. It is clear to me now that you do possess this knowledge, Ms. Smith, but we may as well go ahead and have you predict my date as well.
He's taking this surprisingly in stride, but okay.
So now Jenny's going, okay, this is
right.
a little unusual.
Now we need to know exactly where we're going, because you guys, I really do think Crispin will wreck us.
Yep, hold on. We are almost there, because this is, a 2.5-hour stream, so...
That never happens. We have 2.5 hours of hangout fun time. And honestly, happy Halloween!
Oh, yeah, you know what?
Holy shit, you guys! Happy Halloween!
Because it is Halloween, and we are excited about this.
I honestly wish we had almost kind of like a longer stream, partly just because it's like, and also like better computer. Like there were so many things where I was just kind of like, we could stream so many things, we could talk about stuff. It'd be so neat.
It is actually Halloween.
Yeah, it's totally Halloween.
In case
Happy
you didn't
Halloween,
know.
friend. Like genuinely.
Blessed Samhain. Yay!
Yes!
It's the All Saints or whatever it is.
Is it
All
All
Hallows Eve?
All Hallows Eve.
Anyway, all right.
No, I
come
think
on.
that was technically more like yesterday, but yeah. Yay! Pumpkin Day!
All right, keep up the dialogue. I'm reading.
I can't. It's
no,
fine.
No,
I'm
I
just
mean,
like,
talk to
no,
people.
but like I'm super excited. Honestly, like I'm really disappointed personally with the pandemic going on. Like it's been one of those experiences that it's like. So when we came to the place that we're living in currently, like last year. It was really interesting because I actually was the one who was by myself on Halloween while my friend was actually out elsewhere. Liza had to go take a trip. And I actually got to do trick-or-treating for trick-or-treating with little kids.
He
like,
literally
to the
just
house.
says a highly rated restaurant.
I kind of feel like we should type that in though. So it's
Okay.
a highly rated restaurant, right?
And then let me see if like later on he actually says, but it is a highly rated restaurant.
Okay, hang on.
So
my
no, it's right here. A highly rated restaurant.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go get into the actual date real quick and see if if he says anything when we arrive. Because there is an experience where, and we didn't know what all we were gonna need to write down, so obviously if there was, someone just playing this game, they really could have an experience of going, oh, okay, so I just go back and check my save files, and then you go and write down whatever it is. But in this case, I don't know if he actually says the name of the restaurant when we arrive, but I'm hoping that he will.
Or somebody mentions it, or like your character mentions it, or something like that.
Because she does mention too, why is there all this stuff kind of thing. And then...
Oh, really?
What have you got?
That's actually really cool. Your great-grandfather and his son and his grandson all have their birthday yesterday or today?
That's
Palm, that is
amazing.
wild.
Apparently your family is very into Halloween, or at least, and they're very frisky 9 months before it.
Woo! Everybody have a grand old time about 9 months beforehand. They go, this is the warm part of the year. Let's do it.
This is the time to be excited. Yay!
Woo! No, that's totally fine. I'm like...
That's great, though. And then just everyone is just like, it's so great. We are going to be born now. I've had a couple of friends that were born like on Christmas or Christmas Eve, but never anybody on Halloween. I support that kind of weirdness, so there we go.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't really think there's a problem with it. The one thing I think I get frustrated by, though, is actually kind of this idea that people go, oh, well, you're so close to a holiday, so, like, you're not really allowed to have your birthday. It always has to get incorporated and everything. Everybody goes, oh my God, why? And I'm like, but it could just be like, an extension of the festivities. Why does this have to be such a big, huge deal? Going, you've basically ruined all the fun. Why did you have to be, born around this time? Yes, good time behind Ravenloft. Absolutely.
So we ask him a question. We arrive at the restaurant and,
sorry, we're really
trying to read through this thing and going, he says a ton of stuff before we get there. And it's just amazing to try and get in the front door. It really is. The restaurant is just as empty.
All right,
it's a highly rated restaurant.
All right, how do you spell restaurant? I always forget.
Hold on.
No, you're fine.
I was like, if you
I think that's right.
Sure, sounds fine. Let's try it. I hope
Went
so.
to a highly rated
restaurant.
Because I am terrified he's going to screw us out.
Him. I'm sure you just spoke. Why don't you give it to me? Or give me one more guess. Oh, God. He didn't say the name. Let me see if there's something on the menu.
But we didn't do it wrong.
Okay, so then let's just spell it correctly. Okay? So I'm gonna type it into something with spell check. The tension is thick.
I'm like, no! A highly rated restaurant. Come on.
Because that is exactly what he said. On the other hand...
Or is it supposed to be restaurant?
Restaurant. Rest-a-u-rant. Let's try it. Okay, that's...
Hang on.
Okay. Is that how you spell it?
Okay, so let me just save this really fast because I don't know what the crap is going on. Because
on the other hand, he could just be like,
trying to fuck with
me. No, he really could just be like, you can't possibly have said that.
Yeah.
And he also could have been like, I plan to say it in a specific way because my sister's like, by the way, somebody's going to know what's up.
All right,
kind of
highly rated
rest-a-u-rant. You enter an alternate universe every time, and he's going to respond that way. Yes, I think he's just going, hang on a second. Why don't you give it to me? I'm sure you just misspoke. Why don't you give it one more guess?
I didn't do it wrong.
No, but...
Yeah, no. I find that to be interesting. I'm more talking about going the character with the thing going, that's very suspiciously generous, but I didn't get it wrong.
You still need to get your act together. Went to... You could say a restaurant. Try a restaurant. A-u-rant. Yes, that is correct. I did plan to take tonight's date to a restaurant.
Do I need to go back and just go?
No, that's fine. He might just be... Okay, I feel like you're not understanding. Sometimes you say, here's the truth, and someone goes, come again, beg your pardon.
No, I know.
Because they know it's the truth, okay?
I get it.
All right, well, then we gotta go.
All right, fine.
Yes, that is correct. I did plan to take tonight's date to a restaurant. Shani, you're like some sort of clairvoyant. Yeah, for real. There's no way she could have guessed all 4 in a row. Well, there's one way. If there's one way.
None of us told anybody, right?
No, of course not. Were our dates the extent of your vision, Ms. Smith?
Oh, right. I almost forgot the best part of my premonition. The part that I'm just making up. I'm going to lie and say that what I saw at the end of the night in every branch was a student council member being arrested on the charge of my father's murder. A heavy wave of silence permeates the entire room, like I just dropped a bomb, which I suppose I have.
How to silence a room in 10 words or less.
Yes.
So what you're saying is the cops are coming tonight to arrest one of us. Okay. Cool.
But, who?
If she knew, she would have said.
That's part of the trick, providing just enough vague information so that these boys will confess to me of their own free will.
And they're all hopefully going to confess their involvement. It wasn't me! It wasn't me, it's this thing!
Yeah, but because I just don't want just Ellis to tell me what he did. I'm so afraid everyone's going to turn on us and just kill us all.
I'm afraid this is going to be terrifying. I know that there's at least one person in this room that wants to protect us, and one person in this room that wants to protect them. And so there's got to be this experience. Like, it's going to be multi-layered, and I am so excited for this.
I want everyone in this room to admit that they knowingly deceived me. There's no evidence to arrest anyone over, even if one of us was guilty of killing your father, which we definitely aren't.
This does sound like quite a predicament. It's got to be one of you 3 because I didn't do anything.
I was about to say, I'm waiting for Victor to be the one to do
Gonna
that.
start it. What are you talking about? We all didn't do anything, right? I'm not 18 yet. They can't arrest me. That's illegal. There is nothing to worry about. Mr. Rajendran was quite correct. Even if one of us does encounter the police tonight, there is no evidence whatsoever supporting those charges. We are not the ones who killed your father, Ms. Smith. Ellis, normally I don't lie about things. I just don't say anything. I lie by omission.
Right.
And that's all I do. The warning is appreciated, but we will process it when the time comes. Without proof, meaningless accusations hardly pose a threat. Now, if we may get on with our preparations for the evening.
He's right. There isn't any evidence. That's why I'm doing this in the first place. I'll just have to raise the stakes a little.
Let's try it. Let's see.
Because if my wild guess is correct, then at least one person here is going to have a very interesting reaction to what I'm about to say. In my fake vision, the police will also arrest the interim headmaster.
So we did figure out that the interim headmaster is
Anastasia. Yes.
Is his sister. Now, it's not stated directly, but it's made very clear in one of those lovely expositional fashions.
Yes, it was very interesting.
It was fascinating, and there was a level of creep to it. All right.
But how could something like that happen?
You know the interim headmaster, Shani? That's really impressive. I've never even met them.
Oh, that might be hard to prove, since I haven't met them either. I was guessing that Anastasia Everett was the interim headmaster, but maybe I should have asked you first. Or do you even know?
We do know.
Yeah, we do know. It's definitely Anastasia. I wouldn't even know how to describe her. She's bound to look completely different now than she did at the funeral 10 years ago. Oh boy, this was a bad idea.
It may not have been. I believe that is quite enough of that. Nothing of the sort involving law enforcement will happen at all tonight at any of the parties mentioned. To any of the parties mentioned.
Oh boy.
I've humored your outrageous claims for long enough, Ms. Smith, but there is no limit to my patience.
But
there is a limit to my patience. I know very well that you cannot truly see the future. He knows what you're doing in your head. It's okay.
Or he might not, and it's only his sister who knows, which is still really fucking weird, and I'm like, how do you...
Again, I did mention, if you have the ability to just speak to someone in your head like this, how do you know other people can't do the same?
Right? This is starting to look very bad for me.
What?
But there isn't any other way she could have guessed all those things.
And you yourself just admitted that she was telling the truth, I acknowledge that Miss Smith does have approximate knowledge of the future.
I am approximately knowledgeable about many
I
things.
have approximate knowledge of many
things, yes.
So for anyone who needs an Adventure Time reference, you are Flick, the human. Oh, Fen, that's so close. I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Honestly, that was actually pretty funny.
It was so good. People have approximate knowledge of many things. I am the approximate knowledge of many things. But they are not visions that she herself has personally seen. He does know. I don't get it. Many of her claims make very little logical sense. She has knowledge of all that happened on our dates tonight, but somehow not the identity of who gets arrested. How could she know that one of us was being charged with her father's murder specifically, yet be unable to narrow it down between 4 people? And then know that the interim headmaster would also be arrested, but then not be able to describe her. Oh, describe her? We didn't even ask. That's so specific.
That is actually...
that's really specific. How, pray tell, could you know such bizarrely selective things, Ms. Smith?
Oh, dear.
Shit! This is so good. I saw them happen. I heard about them. So let's try I saw them happen, because that's how a vision works. If we're sticking with our story. Dear God, the tension right now, I'm gonna saw through it with a saw.
Yes.
Then I'm sure you'll be able to identify the interim headmaster from any given lineup, wouldn't you? Oh, yes. Is he trying to help us? Holy shit. If he knows, is he trying to help us?
I don't know.
Because giving us a lineup is the only way that we could let the person in our head choose. And I wonder if he's trying to help us.
Yes.
There you go.
This is not good. He's got me cornered.
Except we can choose.
Stay on standby, string puller. You might want to go back to the last checkpoint soon to stop me from running my mouth. Except
Or
we
we
can't
might
stop
be fine.
you.
We'll see.
I still don't follow. Has Jenny just been making everything up?
She both has and has not. But the truth is quite simple. Ms. Smith has second-hand knowledge of what might happen tonight because she has been told by someone who has seen the results of all of her choices.
What? How could he possibly know that shit?
But that doesn't make any sense at all. Allow me to provide an example.
Oh, shit.
Let's do this. Okay, when the chat goes dead quiet, you know we're all on the edge of our seats. Come on, friend. Have you ever noticed Miss Smith's habit of pausing during conversations, especially when responding to questions? Or times where she will look very focused and attentive, yet it seems as if her mind is somewhere else. You're right. She does kind of do that. I thought it made her look sort of deep and sensitive and thoughtful, you know?
Oh, no. This is not good. But I zone out all the time, so, what's the difference about her doing it?
Mr. Winterbone, has Miss Smith historically been known to zone out, if you will? No, not at all. Her focus is always unbreakable, such as in here.
I know,
we're right here. I'd hold my breath, but I have to voice act.
We're fucked.
Under most circumstances, the natural conclusion might be that Ms. Smith has developed some sort of auditory processing disorder, or she's depressed, or has developed late development adult ADHD, or she's under a huge amount of pressure, which is stress complications. Anyway, auditory processing disorder, though, I actually know a couple of people that have those, and they're fascinating. And also, like one, my good tall friend has it, and it really is that kind of thing where he'll stare at you for a second, and you can see him kind of go back in time, reorder what he's heard, and then be able to answer.
Yes.
But I don't believe that is the case.
What?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were there.
You didn't trust me. Case here, and you even missed your last word.
Because when she pauses, it's almost as if she is listening to something that we cannot hear. Does he think we have an earpiece?
Oh my God, we are screwed.
Do you want to, elaborate on what the hell that means? It's very simple. Ms. Smith has been connected with an incorporeal force from another world, capable of viewing and traveling through multiple branches of time. We sound really powerful, and this is amazing.
We're gonna... What the fuck?
The sentient being witnesses the results of her decisions, and then comes back to inform her about the best path to take.
What?
That's just a... What? No. If Jenny says that she can see the future, she can. I'll always believe her. Okay, one thing I want to point out also, again, in saying that these character models, simple as they are really well done. So Victor's hands, his palms are lighter.
I like
This is a person that knows what they're doing in representing people of color, even in the simplest breakdown of, ethnic hot guy, and I love that.
It's true.
And this incorporeal theory of yours makes no sense whatsoever.
Yep, none for you.
It provides a much simpler explanation for what she has said to us than inconsistent future vision. Everyone going, Edna Mode has future vision! You mean she's an oracle? No! Future vision! I'm so annoyed about that headcanon.
It's fine. Oh, hi, Plum!
Did you leave? I hope you didn't miss any of the sitting on the edge of your seat because there's been a lot.
There's been a lot of sitting, whoa. I just have to keep denying it. No one else believes him. Crispin can't prove anything.
So maybe if we were honest and saying, and then we did say, I heard about it, he would know that we were on board with him. I don't know where to follow this path, but we've got to see where it goes. Like I said, we can't go back and we got to run all the way through this path.
I want to say no, that's ridiculous and he's lying.
You know what? Do you want to try and
They're both basically two versions of the same thing, though, is the problem.
They are. So saying, no, I really can't see the future is a lie. If we say that's ridiculous, he's lying, we know that in some ways he is lying. He's told several lies, even if that's the truth.
It's true.
So let's try.
That's ridiculous, and he's lying.
You seem quite bothered by such an allegedly unbelievable lie. You also seemed quite bothered by my accusations of your murder. Good sir.
Sir.
We're sorry that your internet is being a bitch right now.
It's okay.
This is why we stream at the library, because our internet is always a whiny bitch at home. It's okay. In any case, her allegations of arrest tonight are clearly false, said in order to get us to admit guilt that we do not possess in lieu of proof. Guilt that we do not possess.
I see.
You all must at least acknowledge the wide open holes in her story. Yes, but you also can see that he's lying because you all have knowledge that you're involved in this thing.
Yes, absolutely.
So that is an experience. Here we go.
Jenny, is this true?
No, it's not. Jenny would never lie to me, and even if she did, it would be for a good reason. I love those kind of friends. They're very important. Please rescind your allegations, Miss Smith, or we may be forced to take disciplinary action.
I don't have any way out of this, do I? I can either deny it until they throw me out, or I can admit the lie and find some way to move forward from here. Crispin was wrong about one thing, though. Not everything I said was a bluff. I do know who killed my father. He's right in this room, fiddling with his jellyfish necklace like that's going to get him out of this somehow. And I even know who hired him. The one and only Anastasia Everett, CEO of Evco.
She just says these out loud. My sister had nothing to do with this affair, and I would ask that you do not drag her into it. He looks concerned, though. I have run out of patience to entertain these ridiculous assertions. Please rescind your claims and vacate the premises immediately, or we will be forced to take disciplinary action.
Okay. This is not a particularly good situation to be in. Actually, I'm really kind of curious how bad this is gonna go.
Oh my god. I wonder if there's two endings to the game as well?
But I can't just leave. You could go back, string puller, but what difference would that make? I didn't give you any choices not to come here.
I will give you to the count of 3 before I call for security. Okay, but somebody else has got to do something. There's 3 other people in this room, and right now I'm like, crowd scene, write a good crowd scene, finally.
He's got his finger over his phone's dial button. We're running out of time.
1, 2,
3.
Here we go.
Ellis just threw a knife right at Crispin's phone, pinning it to the wall.
Yes, thank you. There's so many scenes where people put more than 2 characters or more than 3 characters in a room, and they cannot keep them all acting as if it were real, especially during scenes of tension, and they've established how capable or what personalities different characters have. This is so good. Let's do this. Yeet, knife, and goodbye phone.
I can't believe that honestly just happened. He really is an assassin. My God. Fucking yes!
Yes, do it! Go!
Hi. Sorry, but I can't let you do that, Crispin.
Mr. Rajendran, please explain yourself.
It's just that, you broke the rules of our contract?
Because you clearly told her.
Yeah.
Ha.
He pulls out a cute little notebook out of who knows where.
I love his anime storage being explained by he's just that smooth at secret hidden pockets because of assassins, and also because he's so physically skilled. He just whoosh. It's so good. Yes, knife.
It says right here that neither party involved may discuss any details about the act that are not already publicly available. This includes method of death, identity of those involved, and anything else that's not already in the police report, etc.
I am aware of those stipulations. I have broken none of them.
Oh, but you just said about 5 minutes ago that none of us killed the headmaster Smith. Oh God, you're gonna be a stickler about the rules!
He was too, and like Ellis is amazing because he really is like everything by the books, by the rules, in this really soft, fluffy way. Like going his whole route is wild, okay?
Like he really is impressive. We're not the ones who killed your father, Miss Smith. I wrote it down. Are you that big of a doof?
He's adorable.
You're a dork.
Like he is. They are.
That's so exactly.
There are so many like really thoughtful, really in bad situations and having a rough time cinnamon rolls in this game.
They really are. Like damn. There's actually even some sort of I think like implication so that like Ellis, for example, he's actually got like scars on the back of his hand, and it sounds almost like he's got like weird
like he's been abused, burns? Like sort of the cigarette burns that you see in some movies where they're like, I just put my cigarettes out on you kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that he only shows skin generally that isn't damaged, and he's very thoughtful about it. It's a little bit rough.
Yeah, it's I wrote it down. And the thing is, his death was classified as an accident.
So you
By saying that we didn't kill her father, that makes it sound like someone did, which isn't supposed to be true. You slipped up.
I knew he slipped up. I saw it. I was like, you failed, man.
Yeah, he did, right? The Rajendran family ensures our utmost discretion and confidentiality as professionals, but if the client breaks our trust,
yeah.
He tears out the page he was just reading out of his notebook.
Okay, someone's gonna have to explain all of this to me.
Shit, dude.
Because you seriously haven't figured it out yet? Crispin and his sister hired Ellis to kill Headmaster Smith. Oh my God, you are so stupid. You're not good for anything, but you know what? I can't say that in front of Jenny.
No.
I mean, you were in on the whole thing. Shouldn't you know already, huh? I wasn't in on it. I barely knew anything about any of this. If I wasn't in on it, they wouldn't have kept me in the dark. Please, be quiet. Both of you. Mr. Rajendran, ripping up that contract will not benefit you in any way whatsoever. You leave yourself and your family vulnerable to legal retribution.
Well, I guess you could think of it that way. But we're very good at hurting people, so I think you really don't want to make us your enemy.
That's fair.
That cute, soft, like, you really don't want to do that.
He really is. Like I am feeling this voice so much more the more we get to know him.
Yeah, Ellis is like weird. Like, he's also though not like heavily angsty, baby. Mm-hmm. It's just sort of that thing of going like, this is kind of my life, and that's what he's used to.
He really is. He's like, this is my reality, and that is the way it is always been, and that is just what you do. And it's like, and you just take the abuse because that's how life is.
That's just
it's not really abuse, it's just that's how life is.
That's punishment, or that's just like that is what happens.
Oh, Crispin, sweetie, that's enough. You've done as well as you could.
Oh, fuck.
Here she is.
The second I hear that voice over this room's loudspeaker, a feeling of pure dread just washes over me.
Whoosh, like a freezing lake that I'm sinking into, or a jellyfish pool that I can't swim in. It's quite a shame that you've ruined our working relationship with the most reliable family of assassins in the country, but that's in the past now, by at least a few seconds.
Who are you?
Oh, how rude of me. Yeah. Let me introduce myself. My name is Anastasia Everett, dear, CEO of the Everett Corporation.
Oh my God,
naturally.
She's such a skin-crawling character, like damn.
Yes.
But I still like, what the fuck happened that y'all were just like, did your family get murdered then by the Smith family? Like, I do not know we still don't have any information.
I'm interested in how much of it's actually important as well, because the nice thing is that our main character also doesn't have that information. And we're gonna just sort of see what happens here. Yes, under the waves we go.
Oh, God. We're sinking.
Hi. She's a brick and I'm drowning slowly.
Oh, God.
Off the coast and I'm headed nowhere. Oh, my God.
Okay.
All right. I suppose I'm the interim headmaster who's allegedly being arrested tonight as well. That part does always slip my mind. So do we know even how many people we have here? Because I don't know how to see it, friend.
We have no way of knowing. You're fine.
I thought we did have a way of knowing.
You want me to pull it up? I'll just pull it up since you care so much.
I do. I care
Stop.
about noticing people when they're here.
No.
Especially in the middle of, the thickest tension I've ever had.
If you got 3 people, you're fine.
Okay. But if we're not going to see if anyone else comes in unless they talk, and we can't welcome them if they don't talk.
That's just what's gonna happen. You're fine.
It worked fine. I don't know. Okay. Jenny, I just wanted to go ahead and let you know that this is the beginning of the end. You've made your bed, and now you've got to lie in it. No matter where you try to run tonight, someone will give you and your companion what you deserve for delving far too deeply into what you were never meant to know.
I have no idea what she means by any of that, but this does not sound good.
We are way higher levels than Monica here at this point. Like, holy shit, if anyone has watched the Doki Doki Literature Club, we finished it, but it's not quite all up on our channel yet. But holy crap, she is way more sinister than that.
Yes, no one is going to hurt Jenny. He grabs my hand, and I feel much safer than I should be at the touch of a killer.
Uh-huh.
I'll protect her tonight, no matter what.
What? No, if anyone protects Jenny, it should be me. You killed her father.
Well, yes, that's the job I was hired to do, but,
I love how rational he is
Jenny
about it.
is the best thing about this school. She's searching for the truth, and I'm going to make sure she lives to find it. You are such, a weird, adorable, strange romantic.
Yes, we would recommend watching Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah,
it
we
is
totally
a long
did.
watch, but it's really quite good. And there's so much theory that we throw in there because we played it completely blind, just like this.
Yeah, we had no idea what we were getting into at all. It was a lot of fun.
Amazing.
We've, however, got an incident that we are unfortunately dealing with where one of the episodes was actually taken down, and as far as we can guess, the reason it was is because we said the word suicide.
We warned that there's suicide in that episode, and YouTube went, we think someone reported you for using suicide in a essentially sensational or inappropriate way, because you're allowed to say it for mental health purposes, in respectful ways for discussion, which we assumed, warning people that there's a realistic depiction of suicide in one of the episodes, was respectful.
Yes.
But apparently not, and we haven't been able to get the forum to populate. We've been all over our Twitter, trying to get them to fix it. But anyway, most of the series is there, and you can watch through at least 3/4 of it before you hit that episode.
Yeah, it's like episode 59 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so here we go.
And I'm going to make sure she finds it, lives to find it. And Victor, how many people have you killed again? 0? How would you be able to protect her at all?
He makes a really good point. Again, I love Ellis's character. He's amazing.
Yeah.
That's very inspiring, dear. But I am paging security as we speak.
Oh, to this room we're in right now?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes! To this room, obviously. Why did the one guy on my side have to be the airhead? He's not really an airhead, he's just not connected to the same shit you are. It's fine.
Or he could have a plan based on this room. Now I'll think of all the things I know about this location.
What was that noise?
Sorry, that was my shoe.
You are banging around, I see.
That was my shoe.
I thought that was a door.
No.
That was so loud.
All right.
Ellis and I need to get out of here now.
Honestly?
Really any idea what you're getting yourself into?
It's true. No. And the game's premise starts out with you never know what you're getting yourself into. Period. There is no way to know.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Here we go. Oh, you're right. And we just take off straight out the door.
Holding hands, like the runaways we were intended to be.
I have absolutely no idea where we're going and have no choice but to trust Ellis's judgment right now. And now we stop at the dining hall. What?
I was gonna say, and as a successful killer, we hope it's a good trust. Oh.
Yeah, right? Which is, as expected, completely empty. Honestly, I should feel a bit more concerned about being on the run with a teenage assassin, but I'm just kind of going with the flow right now.
I wish it was us texting ourselves from a different timeline about runaway and running away is okay, but we're gonna see where this goes.
In fact, I'm almost optimistic. I've got the one guy in this school who can actually protect me on his side. Who even cares if he killed my father? I didn't really have an escape route in mind when we started running, so I don't know where to go next. I'm not very good at making plans.
He just gets told what to do.
Oh, baby, he's...
Oh.
Of course, I forgot the one catch here. Ellis is baby. Is Ellis.
Is baby. Is baby.
I'm sorry, Jenny, but we'll make this work. I won't the Everetts or anyone else hurt you. We can just... Someone's coming.
It's also incredibly dark in that room.
Oh, dear. Well, what? How can he tell? I didn't even hear anything. But he grabs my arm anyway, and now we're entering the kitchen? Or not, we run right through the kitchen into... the walk-in freezer. This is as good a hiding place as any, I suppose.
Oh dear, are we gonna die frozen?
We wait behind a pile of boxes, trying not to make a sound, hoping that whoever was approaching the dining hall won't feel the awful urge to come in here. There it is. I hear their footsteps now. Shit.
Oh God. I mean, they know. Because if she knows, they know. She's also got access all over the school.
Okay, I think they're gone. God, that was so close. My heart is pounding right out of my chest. Don't worry. If we did get caught, you could just rewind.
So he's actually going, I believe this is okay.
That's not exactly how it works.
Unfortunately, Ellis
is actually covered in the glowy lights from the aquarium. Do you notice he's changing colors?
Oh, his hair. Yeah, he does have, his hair actually does change.
His skin tone keeps changing.
Oh, that too?
He's actually shifting colors.
Yeah.
It happens.
He has a lighting effect that goes on with him sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Even if whoever that was had found us, I could have just killed them anyway. I have, about 5 concealed weapons on me right now.
That's adorable.
I'm not sure. Good to know.
That sort of thing of, drop all your weapons. Hang on, I'm not sure how many I packed this morning.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
I think it came from the door. He's pushing at it, but the door won't budge. You just got locked in.
They're just gonna leave you in there.
I think it's locked from the outside. Are you kidding me right now? Is this a joke? No, I'm serious. Great.
Bless you.
Time to sneeze. Happy to Great.
Okay, so interesting tip about being stuck in a walk-in freezer. One, it's
actually, I think, legally required that you can't have it lock.
I was gonna say the thing is there are requirements that you have to have it be able to. Oh, thank you, bless you. You've been blessed.
Oh, thank you.
You've been blessed. Bless you, child.
You hit me.
Sorry, I was just saying, but there is an ability to disable the freezing from the inside.
Yes.
As well as there is usually like access through the door handle from the inside, but they blocked it with a thing, then you'd be in more trouble. But there's that kind of thing, as well as long as someone's eventually going to open the freezer, which we assume that, someone's going to have to when people come back to cook on Monday. People have totally survived for a weekend in lock-in freezers because while it is deeply cold, you usually can keep each other warm for that long and you have food to burn as calories.
It's true.
But it just depends on the circumstance.
Which
Anyway!
is a little morbid. Great. This is just great. Now we're stuck inside a freezer. I don't think I can force it open either. Whatever's locking it is very secure. I don't think we can get out until someone opens the door.
Use your phones. See if your phones work.
I'm so sorry, Jenny. I said I would protect you, but here we are. It really isn't his fault, but he's right that we'll be stuck here until further notice. Not exactly the best situation to be in. I didn't even bring a jacket.
Yes, we're expecting freeze to death.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Oh, he's sad.
Oh, baby. No! We saw this we were both shocked. He cries in his other one too.
And his other ending is just so, anyway.
He's a sad piñata. Oh, Jenny. He's crying. The boy who killed my father is crying at me because we're locked in a freezer together. How do I even react to this? I'd be sad.
Don't cry. pat his shoulder
Awkwardly.
awkwardly. Oh my god. So the thing is we don't actually have to save because we can jump back. But
Oh,
this
I
is-
know. I
this is
don't know
kinda fun.
where it's gonna change around.
Don't cry as yelling at him. Try patting his shoulder
I just pat
awkwardly.
his
Let's
shoulder.
see.
Thanks.
Ay.
He sits there beside me and sobs. I don't know what else to do. I'm really not good at comforting people.
You aren't. It's true.
But eventually, as they tend to do, his tears slow a bit, enough for this situation to become just a bit less uncomfortable. Jenny, I wasn't sure if I wanted to ask this or not, but why did you decide to come with me? That's kind of a complicated question, but mostly because I have no one else on my side right now, and he seemed like the best option. And honestly, I think Ellis was going to betray me. If Ellis was going to betray me, I'd already be dead. But I took your father away from you. I killed him. That's illegal, I think.
He's been very sheltered despite his
God,
assassin training.
He's so awkward. Oh, it's definitely illegal. And, it's my job. So I always thought doing that sort of thing was okay. My grandmother always taught me that, there are people in this world who everyone wants dead, but who no one can do anything about. That's why my family exists, to be the bullet in the gun. We aren't supposed to feel anything about it, so I never have. But your father, there were people who wanted him to live? Students and teachers at the school, and you. When we met, Jenny, I was so excited to get to know you. I love the talks because I'd get to learn just a little bit more about how it felt to lose someone. But I wonder, maybe I was just being selfish by trying to feel what you felt. Did I like you? Or just the fact that you could feel something I never have? I still can't tell. But I'm so sorry now, Jenny. I took your father away from you, and I didn't even think twice about it until I met you. And now we're stuck in the freezer, and there are people out trying to get you, and there's nothing I can do to make up for what I did.
It is sad.
Poor
yes.
baby!
Baby.
God, so sad. Yeah, Ellis is wildly adorable, and he's very sweet.
Again, all these different characters, the more you get to know them, like, they're fascinating. They're deep and complicated and flawed, with very few thoughtful lines, and I love it.
You mean thoughtless?
No, thoughtful, meaning thoughtfully written.
With very few thoughtfully written lines. That's what you said.
There aren't very, like, so in just a few thoughtfully written lines.
Okay, that makes more sense
They
because
get
you
built really quickly. So in hardly any lines that are yet nonetheless very thoughtfully created, they get built really, really well. And I feel more for these characters than other games that I've played for many more hours.
It's true.
right.
There's a lot I could say right now, but even with you here to pick them out for me, they still wouldn't make things right. But no matter what happened, we're here now in our current situation, so I'll just let him cry on my shoulder. That's all I can do. I guess this is the confession I wanted, anyway.
This is an ending. Oh,
right
God.
now, we just need to focus on finding a way out of...
Out of head. Ear.
Here. Pull it?
Are you?
Still...
We're getting cut off.
Oh, we are.
There. We're getting cut off.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Is it wait or is it press a button? Oh, God.
Well, this is really bad, so I think my
God.
only option is that if they ask any questions, I don't know what they'll ask, but I just answer, oh, I can't stop looking at that spot on the floor where he... Wait, is someone there? Like, in the back of my head?
Yes.
No way. That's ridiculous. Like, hey, if you're a mind reader and you can hear me, sneeze.
Achoo!
I already did. Sorry, there was a little bit back there. Or maybe it's cough, not sneeze. I don't remember, but that would make more sense, so it was probably cough. This is super weird to even think about, but if there is someone here listening to my thoughts, which I don't know why I'm even wondering that, cough for me? Or just say anything? Please? Is this the dad?
Maybe. Or this is us being dragged to the office, but things being reset. They tried to cut her connection with the string puller and going, no, let's reset things. I don't know.
No, I know! Cinnamon rolls for sure!
We're gonna have to figure out what happened, so we're gonna keep going.
All right, we're still going.
Let's
Do
see.
you want to say cough or do you want to say hi?
I don't
Or
know.
hello?
Let's do cough and see what happens. What?
What? That was definitely not one of my own thoughts just now. Oh gosh, there's someone listening to my brain. I'm so glad I'm not alone in this office right now, so no one can see me make faces, or that would be so embarrassing. That's like the one good thing about this situation right now. Or maybe I'm not alone because you're here? Wow, this is super weird to deal with.
Okay.
Say something again? Whatever you want.
Hello.
Wow, I really am communicating with a voice in my head. That is wild.
Yes.
Of course, this could just be like an auditory hallucination, but I don't think so. Like, I don't have a history of that or anything. You're just like a little person hanging out in my consciousness.
Yep.
But what's your name? I need something to call you.
We are Lies and Scandal. We are.
Okay, cool. Lies and Scandal. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you too.
Oh my God.
We do not know what's going on. It's
Gia.
Oh no. All right.
Oh,
all right.
God.
So here's Gia. Now we do know that the other 3 people in the council know that we ran away together.
Yeah.
And Gia knows we didn't come back that night, and she made us promise to come back.
Uh-huh.
So is Gia out looking for us? Because if you
Yeah, I
remember,
know. Gia's like, damn.
she really did. And so that is, I think, basically in this universe, you're assumed to be in the game or a game of your life. And if your string puller was, if the person playing the game was willing to talk to you, or there was a person playing the game, you could do this. Assumably, everyone can do this.
So this means my friend gets to talk now. Because I'm not Gia.
It's true. My name's Gia. Gia Tran. You actually chose to visit my brain at sort of a bad time. I was supposed to be watching our school's auction right now. It's just this frustrating thing we do every year.
Fundraising.
Oh, fundraising. Sorry, it is frustrating though. I'll explain later. Oh, well, and the thing is what I was going to say is you have your own OC in your head. You have
true.
a best friend in your head. You have a personal demon in your head.
The person, whoa.
A person, whoa. On the other hand, you might be
They
like,
might like it.
hello, are you into the head sex? And they could be like, given that I exist only in your head, I'm single, sure.
We can have a great time.
Or who knows? All right, I'll explain later. But so I was sitting in the audience waiting for my roommates when suddenly Crispin, that student council president, pulls me out of my seat. No, not like literally pulled me out, more like, would you please accompany Miss Tran? Because the auction didn't happen, so she didn't get to ask us to come back safely, but she was worried about us the whole time anyway.
Yeah.
So that's where we are in the timeline. Anyway, but we know that she would worry about us. All right. He didn't say why or anything. And now I'm in the headmaster's office where I really don't want to be, because first of all, it means I'm in trouble, and second, I had a really bad experience here recently.
We remember.
Yeah, so you remember how they said there was if any of you saw it, Ellis said there was another student with the headmaster when he died.
Yes.
Back on his date that we did on screen. So here we go. I've been waiting in here all alone for ages. I don't know what they want from me. Did you come here on purpose or something to help me, License Scandal? No, right. You're not, like, invested in what might happen to me, so I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Did we jump heads to try and fix things?
I don't know.
Or maybe you are invested and you really want to know what I'm going to say when Crispin comes back here and I have to pretend I'm not thinking about Aqua. Who knows? Oh, he's back. Don't look around. Don't be weird. Just be cool. Don't say anything you don't have to. Well, hello there. So my friends had a bunch of chances to talk to themselves in this game.
Aha!
Now I'm going to do it with myself.
Congratulations.
This is great. Well, hello there. I have no idea who this is. Oh, wait a minute. This must be about my scholarship. Oh, God. Oh, don't look so scared, dear. I won't hurt you.
It's her!
It's her! I love that name!
It's her!
Oh, shit! This character's name is first. It's her, then oh shit.
Oh, God.
I label this person oh shit. Beautiful. We're just here to have a little chat, that's all. I'm starting to get, like, way more scared, actually, now that she said that. What do I do? What is any of this about? Why is the CEO of EVCO here seeing me in the headmaster's office on the night of the Valentine's auction when I really just want to hit on my roommate? Help! What do I say?
Oh, God.
Have I done something wrong? Have I done something wrong? Otherwise she'll know it's the string puller us.
I was like, if we say...
Save!
So much save.
God. This might take a while. We might spend all of Halloween on this game
Holy
together.
shit!
This is deep.
This is great.
Ms. Everett, it's been filled in for us. Please, dear, let's not get ahead of ourselves. That didn't answer my question. I'll name my kid that. Oh, shit. I like oh, shit. Oh, shit! Come here!
I mean, there's literally a Bill Cosby joke where he's like, for a while,
Thought my
he's
name
like,
was Damn It.
I thought my name was I thought my name was Jesus Christ. My brother also
Jesus
thought his
Christ.
name was Damn It, and it was
Yes,
really funny,
yes.
actually.
Honestly, if you name your kid an explicative, like if you literally just affectionately name them, like you are going to own this, you're going to be a pro tag, master of your own life, I'm going to name you Fuck. That every teacher ever has to say fuck in the classroom, has to talk to you about your child fuck, that everyone has to text you, censored fuck, to speak to you about your brand new beautiful baby. So you know
I wonder
you might be onto something
if
there.
they actually legally allow shit like that, but I don't know.
I imagine they couldn't stop you.
I don't think so either.
No,
Because again,
their name is Foosh.
I mean, considering the fact that, I still, okay, you want to know something funny, and I still laugh about it, is that there really is still this person who complained about it. I think it was on Twitter or on Tumblr. And they were just like, I must be getting old because two twins just walked through and their names are Sora and Riku.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my god!
A couple of twins just walked into kindergarten or first grade named Sora and Riku.
Named Sora and Riku. And it's like,
Now, if you'll just give me one little second. She's reaching into her bag looking for something. It's taking a while. I feel like I'm not even here anymore. Is she trying to talk to us, though? I need to know.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait. She's putting something on the desk now. Nameplate. It says, Anastasia Everett, dear interim headmaster of,
Shershagard?
Shershagard. Churchagard?
Shershagard. I would call that Shershagard.
Churchagard?
Churchagard Day.
We'll split the difference. Churchagard Academy.
Churchagard.
Churchagard Academy. That explains a bit, I guess. Let's open your student files, Gia, shall we?
Oh my god, this is wild.
Oh God. Here we are. Tran, comma, Gianna. It's Gianna. You've got a very nice transcript here, Gia. On a roll, taking advanced courses, and you're going to a nice school in the fall, aren't you?
Aren't you?
I believe so.
Oh dear.
My late father would truly be proud to see you representing the Mortimer Everett Scholars. You are exactly what we hope our people will be. I feel like I'm gonna faint if I did so well, which I know I did because I worked really hard for it. Why am I here? You've got a bright future ahead of you, Gia. It would be such a shame if any of it were to fall through. Okay, now I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Fainting.
Fainting in 3, 2, Is that my phone?
I
love
hope so.
the phone sounds in this game, and that everyone has a different ringtone.
It's really good.
It's so good. Oh gosh, that's so embarrassing. My phone just went off in front of the interim headmaster. I'm gonna die. We do both have our phones in that freezer, just
It's
so
true.
you know. We canonically, based on the previous dates, both of those people in the freezer have their phones on them.
It's true.
And so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's yours, dear. Why don't you just go ahead and answer? It could be important.
Oh God.
It's just a text. It's not like urgent or anything. This really doesn't seem like an appropriate time to check my phone, Miss Headmaster. That's all. I mean, interim headmaster. I mean, Miss Everett. Ma'am, sir, I don't. No. I insist. We've got all the time in the world right now.
Oh, God, what's
the
going on?
The auction's been called off. All the students are being entertained by something else. No fundraisers for us. It's fine. In fact, I intend to keep you here until the auction is over, and then some.
Oh, God, you guys. Is she gonna murder... Why is she murder Gia?
So they're just gonna auction off 2 people, I guess. Oh, God. It is perfect. We think it's super perfect. Mirio and Tamaki. That'd be amazing.
I see. Because part of my brain, I'm trying to remember what the heck his name is.
Some people, interestingly enough, some people have named their kids their ship. There was someone that had kids named Sephiroth and Cloud. And it was like, they're like, when we were young, we thought this funny, and now we think it's a little different while we're adults, but it's fine. All right.
No, I've heard that before, and that's part of the reason, actually, I think somebody was like Sora and Riku and going like...
Did you name your kids after your ship? That's a little... they're your kids.
That's a little creepy.
They're your kids.
Yeah, like your actual children. Yeah, no, it's a little...
And then some. So long as your little friend is still trying to achieve this particular happy ending, I'll just brick up, window after window.
Brick up, window after window
of opportunity for her.
It could literally be a tick, or that could just be an error. I'm not sure.
It could. It really could.
Yeah, no, aren't like sometimes like straight people a little wild? Also, she's crazy.
Yes.
But Miss Everett is like bonkers and terrifying. Like,
yes.
Jesus Christ.
Something horrendous happened to her family that drove her to a point, I will say. To a point. Like, wow.
Like, well.
You're one of the windows, dear. If you hadn't caught on... I have no clue what any of that means. We're a window because we could jump, so she knows where we are. She knows where we, the player, are.
Oh, God.
By my little friend, does she mean Olive? Sorry, you don't know who that is. Long story short, she's my new roommate. I've only known her for like 3 days, but I think she's super great. Are we in someone else's timeline?
No, this is the outside story. Her real name and the real name of the school. Olive Schershegard.
Oh,
that's
God.
Her name.
Because she told her we could name her anything.
Yes! Holy shit, you guys! She has a name!
And she called herself Jenny in her head, and translated everything into that. Because she didn't want to share information with us.
Holy shit!
At the very beginning of the game. And now we're getting to see what it is. So yeah, she's Schershegard. And her name's Olive. Oh my God. All right, here we go.
Whoa!
But I think she's super great. Wow. Oh, and also her dad was the headmaster of our school. The headmaster of our school is named after her family too. You know, Schershegard Academy. Olive Schershegard, it's a bit weird.
Oh my fucking God!
And just in case you missed it like I did the first time around, because this is a little bit disorienting, the author actually took time to bring us in on it, which I think is great, and also fits with Gia's character really well, because she is a sweetheart like that. And as even Jenny explained, as even Olive explained at the beginning of our tour with her, Gia was an excellent tour guide and very thorough. There's such good character building in, again, very short, small, well-placed sentences.
Damn, though, she actually has a name. I'm sorry, like, that's mind-boggling to me, because I sometimes always get really frustrated with main character stories, where you're inserting a character, and I'm going, but you have written something. So just write something and do a character. Like, I don't know, it's just interesting that way.
It is amazing, actually, and I kind
but then you can't be with anybody, you know?
Or then you can't just self-insert and going, this game has never been a self-insert, this is amazing. Okay. But what would she have to do with, like, whatever that just was? Please don't think you had to understand all of that, dear. I prefer you didn't. I can watch you thinking. Just cool your jet. The gears are grinding, dear. Just be a good girl and check your phone. It's good to stay in touch with your friends while you still have them. Did we text her?
Did Olive text Gia?
Yes, did Olive text Gia? But if it's from Olive, dear, and, you respond without my say-so, you can forget about graduating from this school, okay? All right, honey, dear.
Oh, my God.
I guess I don't have a choice. Gosh, I'm gonna, like, laugh so hard if it's just a text coupon or something. Ha ha ha. But it's not a coupon. It's from Olive. The music is amazing. Go ahead then, dear. Read it out loud. This is the weirdest text I've ever gotten. I swear it would be really funny if I wasn't being threatened with expulsion right now. Stuck in kitchen freezer. Please help. Why would she be in a freezer? Oh, that's a relief. She hasn't managed to weasel her way out of there yet.
Oh, God.
No matter who you have with you, it's quite impossible to open a pair of heavy double doors when your enemy has invested in the right type of locks. I thought it was weird how Olive just told me to go on ahead because she might be late to the auction, but this is where she went? A freezer? Unfortunately for her, you're currently unavailable and won't be responding just yet.
Oh, shit.
But that will all come with time. We've got a long night ahead of us, dear. I don't... What can I do to help? And we're going to try jumping again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, And if she can tell...
Olive.
Are you feeling all right? Or have we perhaps had a little birdie in the room here with us this entire time?
Oh, God.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
We are in big trouble here, my
Damn,
bros.
dude.
Wow.
All right, can I go?
Okay. If anyone else jumps in on this, they're going to be in for a trip. Here we... Ugg. He's named Ugg. He's named...
We're in Victor's head?
It's okay.
Oh, God. Here you go, friend.
All right. Listen to me. We shouldn't even be here. Olive needs us right now, and you just want to go and pretend everything's fine? Hey, pay attention. This is serious. There's someone here. In the back of my head. You can tell when they're here. No, get up. What do you think you're doing? I really don't feel well. Come on, he's coming back. If you're sick, you can't even be in the auction for long enough to betray Olive completely. Wait. No, there's an idea. I trust that the two of you are ready to go on stage. What a freak. This is how he lives.
We're in Dux's head.
Oh my God, we're in Dux's
Shit.
head. I say, sorry, wrong one. You said it was him, but I'm like,
No,
it
I
can't be.
couldn't tell because
we can see him. Sorry, we're in Dux's head. Just calls him Ugg and he calls the other one. Oh my God, that's
shit.
amazing. Thank you. We got this. All right. Dux doesn't feel well. He can't go on, so we should just cancel the action. Does he now? What a freak. That's how he calls him.
Yeah.
And then just a hug because he's angry at him still. My mistake. That's
my apologies. I got that's
okay.
That's a thing that I'm.
I also didn't even think about it. I was like, that doesn't quite feel right because we're in someone's head, and again we can't see them.
Holy shit!
I think I should take him to the nurse's office. He ain't wrong. He is what a freak. He is genuinely what a freak, and yet also. In the second ending in his route, sympathetic, amazingly quickly. You specifically.
Crispin is definitely an interesting character. I wouldn't
Yes.
necessarily call him a freak, but he has some serious fucking issues.
He does. I mean, some of his issues make him very much a freak, if you will. But
I would call him just really creepy and
also
horrific more than
sad and unfortunate. It's
yeah.
Poor unfortunate soul in pain.
Cool motive, still murder.
Yeah, that one.
There's a lot of that.
Who else is here to do it, huh? He doesn't care about me. He's just doing this for her. Mr. Winterbone, let me be clear. There's absolutely no way that either of you can avoid participating in this auction, even if you're unconscious.
Oh dear.
We are already dreadfully behind schedule, missing one member, and there's nothing else that I will allow to delay this any further. Crispin, sweetie, could I summon you to my office for just a second? Except that. Excuse me. Dux is about to throw up. We get to go. Okay. Bye. Wait, what? We're not actually going to the nurse's office. Just come with me. Yeah, I didn't think we were. Hi, by the way. You're this weird presence in my brain. I know you're there. I think I'm finally starting to wrap my head around the really uncomfortable feeling of having you around. Feeling less faint. I mean, we just slammed into your head like a fucking torpedo. So I don't doubt that you went from, I am here and I am fine, to let us shift our view to your reality. That's gotta be a brain space, like, wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're that thing in Olive's head that tells her about the future. Why are you here and when can you leave? Oh, what? Why are we in a closet? Not like a metaphorical gay closet. I love the language in this game so much. Over and over, I love it. But like, a real one? How are you feeling? Can you walk? Are you dizzy? You look a lot better than before. Were you just the faking? Oh my god, I hate this guy. Okay, let's figure this out. Olive and Ellis can't have gone far, and the fact that Crispin was freaking out makes me think he knows where they are. Plus, he was gone for a while, and he kept fiddling with that thing, whatever it was, and also his sister is here, so... hey, are you even listening to me? I wish I wasn't.
Poor dogs.
I like Olive and all, but I love the lowercase in his head. Everything in his thoughts is just lowercase. He's so done. But what the hell did we just get ourselves into? Hello, focus. Olive needs our help. That's all he ever talks about. Olive, Olive, Olive. He'd feel so left out if I told him you came to me instead of him. This is so self-aware. Like, I don't even know how to say how much this feels, like, amazingly well done right now. Actually, hey, you know what? I think I will. What? Stop messing around, Tux. It's not funny. You can't just get a person in your head. Olive got one because she's amazing and can do anything, but guys like us can't pull off something like that, okay? Oh, I am gonna kick his ass. We're gonna drop so much knowledge on him right now. You probably know exactly what Olive thinks of him, right? Victor told me how on their date he was gonna tell Olive what we did. He thinks that in like his part of the timeline, he gave her the courage to accuse us. And if I know him, he came up with some weird code word for them to use.
Oh god.
He loves shit like that, you know, because you dated him. We used to say eggshells if one of our roommates was away for the night. That's how they asked each other to. I'm home alone. My parents aren't home. It's eggshells.
Oh my god.
That meme. So there must have been something. Come on. I know you can talk. We'll do this as many times as we have to. So like, save your game here. Just tell me. All right. Run away. Also, do we want to save? How did you know that? Olive didn't tell you, did she? No, why would she tell you? She barely even knows you. So, it's true. You really do have something in your head watching and listening and telling you about futures that will never happen? Olive's guardian angel? It's almost like you know all her thoughts. Gross. He's practically drooling. I miss when Victor and I used to actually, like, talk about stuff with each other, you know, and we're close. So, where's Olive? Why isn't the angel with her? Oh, what's happened? Dude, absolutely hop off just for once in your life. Like, just chill a bit.
Oh, God.
Okay? Just like in a river, okay? Look, this is important. Just ask him nicely. Oh, where is Olive? He just assumes how this works. Sure, I could do that. But while I have the power to hear, I think I want an apology first. For what? We don't have time, Dax. Olive could be dead right now. For treating me like I was crazy when I came to him, worried about the headmaster. Oh God. Because he did. He was like, oh, no, excuse me. He gaslit you, didn't he? Because your relationship was abusive, and he was really distant the whole time, except when it was convenient for him. Oh, my God.
Oh, poor baby.
This game is so heavy.
Victor, you jerk. Like,
yes.
Seriously.
I guess murder is normal here or something, but he could have at least told me that. And also, Victor is, in that way, a snob. Going Dax is common, and I can just use him and throw him away.
Yeah, which is really
Which is
sad.
what Dux is afraid of and has constantly been fulfilled throughout his life.
You walked right into an
Instead, he said it didn't matter, that there was nothing we could do. Just stay in line and shut up. I guess maybe I could have handled that differently. Also, I want an apology for dumping me. You did it like a bitch. Okay, no, that's different.
Oh, honey.
We both agreed going into this that we wouldn't make things weird, and then you did. We agreed it would be completely casual, and then you ruined it by vomiting "I love you," which is so not casual. And we weren't even officially dating. I was using you on the side. I mean, how could I dump you if we never went out in the first place? We were just boning. You know how I feel about Olive. You knew it from the start. So why would you ever say that you love me more than she ever will? I already know that. When we were, together, I just wanted to be
I'm going
with
to contradict
you.
this, and then we worked together. I'm sorry. I've seen people do that before, and it's
We weren't
super
even
fun.
together when we were together. I think in this case he's going when we were together.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be with
Or the
you and not.
hanky-panky.
Yeah. This is a lot of this is so real, coping sex. I'm just like, wow. And
Holy
they are not pulling any punches about it. I just wanted to be with you and not have to think about what it meant about me or her, okay? Nothing like, I don't know, what you said that night. Just the idea of ever being loved by anyone else makes my skin crawl. Even my own family, I don't want any love but hers. Local twink thinks he's the only one ever to have emotional issues, and that they are all bigger and better than everyone else's. The newscast in your head is amazing. I do appreciate the distinctive way in which all of these characters are written, and I'm just gonna be like, I love the dialogue of this game.
It's really good.
What do you want me to say? That I had feelings for you? Yes, of course I did. But when the same girl has been the center of your universe for the past 10 years, it's kind of hard to have a relationship with anyone else. Going, just because I'm attached to you doesn't mean I can get over an obsession. And also it doesn't mean I'm gonna be good at explaining it in any fucking way or that I'll want to.
Oh, Dux, why?
Also, that is a level of self-awareness going of, yes, I had feelings, but this thing, I'm trapped in whatever it is.
I'm just obsessed, okay? And I know that. And I'm going to always be.
That was a line.
Sorry, let me
it's
hit
okay,
the
just a
back
second.
button.
I know it's a problem. I do this with literally everybody, my whole life, okay?
But that doesn't excuse you?
It doesn't excuse it at all.
I'm aware, but I just do it anyway.
And that is one of the things that has frustrated me a lot, whether it's about trauma or a mental illness experience or any kind of challenge in one's life, going, I'm an asshole because I'm hurting, and going, I appreciate that you're hurting, and I appreciate that it doesn't give you the most resources to handle things, but it doesn't excuse you being an asshole. Apologize and find ways to adjust. Work on tools together. I have a lot of trauma and I can be a real asshole to my friends. And you know what? I've worked with every one of them, and it doesn't mean you have to use the same tools I do at all, to work on things. We're going, if you didn't like what I said, and especially if I didn't like what I said, what's a way we can sort of stop this from recurring in the future? What's a tool we can develop together?
Yeah.
I do this with literally everybody, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that to you. I'm sorry you're not my first choice, and I'm sorry you got involved in all of this in the first place. You should have never even gone to this school here. But you did anyway, even though you've tried harder than any of us to leave, and I'm here even though I'm probably disinheriting myself, and this is where we are right now. And I think this is our choice to finally stop running away and make a difference instead. Our chance, sorry. So if you want to do it for me, then won't do it for me, then do it for Olive. We all worked together to kill her dad, except me, and we all owe everything to her now.
We didn't.
So just ask her angel where she is. I know they know. That's fine. Fine. Let's just get this over with. Where is she? Kitchen fridge? Kitchen freezer? Or just freezer?
I imagine there's just one.
Alright, let's just try freezer.
No, just try freezer.
In the freezer? Like a walk-in freezer? Are you kidding me? Why would she be in there? That's such a random place. So weirdly specific. But it almost makes sense. I thought that Olive might still be on campus somewhere, and who would go looking for her in the kitchen freezer of all places, huh? Okay, I'm convinced. Let's go. Wow, that was fast. And they're gonna get cut off.
That's Dux. That's Dux.
Alright, oh yeah. Wow, that was fast. Come on, hurry up. Hi. he still thinks I'd go with him? Like, you have anywhere else to be right now, huh? I planned to run away tonight, and still could. What, all by yourself? We both know you'd never go alone, because you are lonely and sad and isolated and separate, and you are one of the only commoner kids that botched your way in instead of earned it on a scholarship, which is even less reputable by most people's standards that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Because if you earn your way in on a scholarship, it's like, oh, you're special, it's okay, I can tolerate you.
Yeah.
At least you did it by hard work, which is how people get rich, don't you know?
Oh, clearly. I worked so hard my entire life, and you
know what? It just made
I'm
you
so
rich,
rich.
didn't it?
I'm so rich. I'm incredibly rich.
Besides, I get the feeling that once this is all over, the Shershagard Academy Student Council won't really exist in its present form. After that, what do you even have to run from, huh? A lot of things, but still, I guess he has a point. Oh, we're getting cut off. Sure, let's go get and we lose our contact.
What is going on?
She's cutting us off from various sources.
She probably is.
And she doesn't have access to all of them the same way because while she has the loudspeakers and she clearly has some camera equipment, she doesn't have everything. So we're back in, based on being here, we should be back in
Olive's Head.
In Olive's Head.
So this one time, my target was hosting a dinner party that I was attending in disguise. It was all going very well until the power went out due to a thunderstorm. Oh, thank God you're back. I've been listening to Ellis's assassin stories for nearly an hour now. Where have you been? I can't think of any reason why our connection might have been severed.
Hold on one second. I just love that picture. Like, I love her suddenly being stunned because she loses us in her head, right? And she can feel it, okay? And that's a rough thing. But like then, Ellis is so awkward and has nothing else in his life ever. He's basically been raised, instead of under a rock, it's in a linear path of nothing but assassin training. So he literally knows nothing else to talk about. And his whole life doesn't exist except around assassinating. And so he's like, I will try to make polite conversation. And so I will tell you about all the people I've killed, I guess, and assassin stories, like, of my family, but not disclosing anything in any of the contracts, okay? Like, very carefully, him tiptoeing around all the rules, like letter by letter around the rules, telling the story. It just, there's something very amazing about that.
Honestly,
okay?
Sounds damn hilarious. Something must have happened, but thanks for waiting anyhow. Let me fill you in on what you missed. I was so desperate about our present situation that I texted Gia for help. I know I said I didn't want to get her involved, but I had no other choice. We're locked in a freezer, but she hasn't responded. I just hope she's okay. Last time I saw her, she was going on ahead to the auction, so maybe she's just busy watching that. Everyone in the audience there must be wondering why Ellis is missing. He doesn't seem too worried about any of that, though. Anyway, the Baron mistook me for his cousin and managed to cut my throat before I threw him into the wood chipper. I nearly died, and that's why I always wear a turtleneck now.
That is the ugly-ass scar. We get to learn about the scar. There is so much good setup and payoff in this game. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, everything that gets set up somewhere, for the most part, has gotten paid off. Even if it's soft payoffs, sort of like realizing that he's in a sort of an abusive relationship with his grandmother kind of thing. But, like, it's there and it's accessible. Like, it makes sense to me.
Right.
Alrighty, well, here we go then.
Hi, turtleneck now. Hey, Jenny, do you think they keep ice cream in here?
Look at this boy. He's sleeveless and below freezing temperatures, and he wants frozen treats. It's kind of admirable, really. This box is labeled ice cream sandwiches. They won't get mad if we just took 2, would they? There are many more things that this school's administration could get mad at us over than taking 2 ice cream sandwiches, Ellis. What was that?
Hopefully it was a door being opened. Let's see.
Who's there? It sounded like it came from the door. Did someone undo whatever's keeping it closed? This could either be a very good or very bad development.
Let's hope Ellis doesn't just immediately try and kill someone. Let's hope for that.
Oh, God, please. It's opening now. Fingers crossed.
Jenny, are you in there? Because, of course, Olive's still calling herself Jenny.
Oh, come on. My fingers were crossed and everything.
Jenny, I knew I'd find you. I'm so glad you're safe. I did it all by myself. Don't even ignore Ducks, shoving Ducks quietly out to the side. No, he's not here.
And now he hugs me. I guess I'll let it slide since he is very warm right now and possibly did just save my life.
Hey.
Wow. we have almost the entire student council here now. How exciting.
Uh-huh.
Are you here to help?
I love the subtle knife.
If you're not...
Yeah.
He runs a finger over a blade I didn't even realize he was carrying.
I mean, he did say us a lot. No, we're definitely here to help. Put that thing away. Just put it away.
Whoa.
How did something like this even happen? Why were you two stuck in here? The door was locked.
Well, at first we came in here to hide, but then someone just locked us in.
That explains the weird lock on the door. We had to smash it, or I did anyway.
I'm like,
because I lift.
I do
and
lift.
I do leg day, and I am strong and ripped, unlike all of you. Except for Ellis, you got a weird thing going where you're kind of like wiry, fast, strong. So,
yes.
But not like brute strong like me.
Mm.
And you don't know who it was? No, the door was closed at the time, sir.
No, we didn't see anything. But honestly, even if we didn't see anything, we know who it must have been. After all, there aren't a whole lot of options.
Yes, OMG correctly. Oh, indeed. I am going to suggest Anastasia.
I was gonna suggest Anastasia as well.
Because, she knew kind of where you were going. But the guards were chasing you, but they wouldn't know about her special lock, I'm sure.
No, and she complained specifically about it. We had to get
And
this
she was
thing.
like, this specific lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would think it's Anastasia.
She's indirectly responsible for just about everything, right? So why not this too? Though that would be impossible since she's not even on campus right now, is she?
Oh, she is. No, she's here.
What?
Yeah, no, we didn't really see her much, but she's here. She arrived right after you left to give some really ominous threats about not leaving the stucco room.
Well, what do you know?
Anyway, you should know that the only reason we found you was because your, friends told me.
Gia?
No, your other friends, like the one living in your head. Your guardian angel? It was Satan.
It was
Satan locked the door.
Oh my god!
It's fine. We just need to introduce Satan to the plot now. It's fine.
Honestly, I agree.
Okay. So I had this idea to take one of our other series and, for Halloween, do some photo editing and dress people as each other to cross-promote some of our series. And then we could just dress a couple as the Arcana characters, as a couple of the Who Killed My Father Academy characters, and then we could dress a couple of the Arcade Spirits one, Arcana one, and those all be dressed up for Halloween as each other.
Honestly, it could work really
that
well.
that could be super fun.
Also, if you want to be really terrible about it, somebody has got to swap clothing with the Doki Doki Literature Club.
We need to do also a couple of Doki Doki. It might be fun to just do one of each of them. One from Play Me Like You Love Me, one from Doki Doki, one from the Arcana.
Because you need 4, so I have whatever we've played.
One from the Arcana, and then we could even but if we're doing all the Arcana characters, we could throw in dragons as well. Do it. I would love it. So I might do that later when we go home today, instead of reorganizing the yard again and trying to finish the fill in the landscape that we're doing.
We're debating on various things, but we also can't spend too much time.
Your guardian angel. It would be really simple and crappy, but it would be on our Tumblr and you would be able to see it. It would be great.
It's true.
All right.
Your guardian angel.
Yes.
Are they talking about you, String Puller?
Yes.
Is that where you've been all this time?
Trying to save your life? Yes. They left a couple of minutes ago, which was great because having someone listen to my thoughts makes me want to give myself a lobotomy.
Oh, poor baby.
You have a lot going on in your head though, dear. You really do. Are they back with you, Shani? Are you talking with them right now? Huh?
I didn't even know that was possible. How could you change hosts? Did you do it on purpose? Okay, so I'm actually kind of curious if we could start the game with the name Olive Churchregard.
And see what she reacts.
Cheshregard or whatever.
Cheshregard.
And
Cheshire Cat. Olive Cheshire Cat.
Yes, and actually see if the character reacts and goes, wait, what?
Yeah, and going, hang on, you've already seen all of this.
Right.
That would be amazing. All right.
Did you do it on purpose? Oh, you did that kind of strangely right after we got stuck in here. Was that when your friend left?
Hello, Olive, Livy, Olive Garden, you there?
Oh, we're not censoring anymore.
I know. Well, and because she can't really make all of those into Jenny kind of things.
It's true.
But also we know that don't call her names. She hates that.
So I guess you know about that now, too. I told you from the beginning that Jenny was just a pseudonym, so if you're surprised, you only tricked yourself. Can you blame me for wanting privacy for once?
Not at
Honestly,
all.
like,
Shushy
I know...
Fushy. An affectionate game, shushy fushy.
Shushy fushy, yes!
Shushy wishy.
Shushy
Hi,
fushy.
Jenny. Jenny, Shenny, any.
Jenny, any dots?
Hitty, I don't even know.
Jenny, any
All right.
dots? Can you blame me for wanting privacy?
Fortunately, we can't see all of your thoughts, only the ones that you're like thinking monologue to yourself in your mind.
It's true.
So all of the stuff that goes on isn't there. Just your like mental activity. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just answer me this. Did you leave me on purpose?
No, we got dragged.
Yeah, I
This seems like a safe point.
I
This
am
seems
like-
maybe a safe point.
I'm like, I don't know what we're saving for, but I'm kind of curious because I'm like,
I don't either, but I also want to title them so hard because we're going, what are these saves?
then what else could have caused this?
Good idea.
We had a deal. You help me out with your abilities, and I tell you a story. That's what you people want, isn't it? A narrative full of mystery, deceit, and conspiracies? I gave that to you.
In fact, you did. You did really well, and that is such an accurate description of what I, as a gamer, want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as a gamer, I want story all the time. I don't care if it is the most shoot-'em-up, murder-'em game ever. You'd better have a story.
Yeah.
And when Doom didn't have a story when I was little and playing it, after I finished it, and it's really like just shoot your way through hell till you shoot the devil harder, I was so done with that game.
You're like, he was boring.
It was like, I need a story, and while I can make up a story, as my friend just pointed out, if you end up making up more story than the game provides, they're kind of ripping you off.
They actually, yeah, they kind of are in that sense. You kind of go, what am I doing with my time?
I get to be making up my own whole story instead of, filling in like 5/6 of yours.
Or, really, the fun thing that I think about shit like that is going, since you really had no story to begin with, I could just take, basically, here's a sort of framework, go over here, adjust a few things, and it's already an original story, because so many of the things are bizarrely... unexplained anyway.
And then
yeah.
working to explain them does a lot. All right, here we go.
Without me, you wouldn't even be able to do anything at all. I'm your one link to this world.
It's true.
Olive,
Are you yelling at them or something? You look really mad. If you are, stop, because we need to figure out how we're going to get out of here.
Yes,
Because right now, unless you've all walked out that door or someone's propped it open, right now the 4 of you could get locked in that freezer.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Which
what
is
are
sort
we
of what
doing?
I'm waiting for, going, please say you're standing in the doorway. Also, did the security guards just like yeet out? They just vanished. No, they're locked in the freezer. This is fine.
Yes. Are we, escaping the school or not?
Where could we go, so? Dux knows better than anyone that leaving campus is impossible. Hey, I resemble that remark. Phone.
Oh, phone?
Phone.
Olive, is that yours?
Could we maybe get out of the freezer? It's making me nervous.
Please!
Oh, God.
Oh, Gia's calling.
Hi. Answer her. It can't hurt. Can we get out of the freezer?
No,
Also,
no,
I'm
like, no, don't answer her. I hate to say it, but don't do it.
I've also got just Ellis standing there quietly, just still holding the 2 ice cream sandwiches. Because he's such a cinnamon roll, just going, ooh, and trying to hold them carefully so they don't melt.
Right?
Like, I just freeze my hands and hold them by my fingertips.
She probably wants to know why I texted her about being stuck in a freezer. I really didn't supply much context on that.
Hello? Olive? I have a message I'm supposed to read to you from Anastasia Everett.
Fuck. I get the feeling that this isn't going to be a friendly check-in. I'm putting her on speaker, almost as a precaution.
I'm reading it now, so please listen, okay? Hello, dear Anastasia Everett here. Hello, dear Anastasia Everett here. As you might have imagined, you and your friends are in quite a bit of trouble, and you're staying in a freezer for reasons.
Oh, God.
Naturally, as interim headmaster, I must call you all to my office at EVCO headquarters. Oh, that is the bad place.
Oh, God,
That is the bad place. A car is waiting for you in front of the school to take you there. the auction has been canceled, curfew enforced, so don't worry about any of that. No one will see you. No one will be able to witness anything, and I can't deal with 4 frozen dead bodies, I guess. I suppose we could use this time to slip away, but I couldn't possibly say what might happen to Gia Tran if you do.
Oh.
So I do hope to see you all there. That's it. Please come soon.
Oh, honey.
She
hung
She
up.
has her hostage there.
She does. God fucking
God.
damn it.
And she's gonna make her sign the lab rat form, I imagine. If, or just expel her.
Ah! No!
This
I
is
thought
so-
this game was almost done. I don't know what to say. Do we have a choice?
We may not finish this week at all. Oh, God.
We should all go get in the car, shouldn't we? She said ASAP, which it means as soon as.
We all know what it means, Ellis, and I think we also all know that this is an obvious trap. So what? You just gonna let that girl take the fall
I
for
know
us?
the other cinnamon roll.
I know the 2 cinnamon rolls are in
Why?
so much trouble. I'm like, bah!
This is so sad.
Yes, I'm hoping there is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not just, well, there's no happiness here for anyone. I really just wish we could. I can't do it. It's fine.
Chill.
All right, here we go. Gonna let that girl take the fall for us.
Hey, oops, I
Oops,
clicked on the
you
wrong
actually
thing.
got something else.
Aye.
There's got to be some reason why Anastasia wants us to go over there. Specifically, it's her arena.
I've been to her office before when I took that one job. It's just a normal building, no traps or anything.
I totally cased the place. It's fine.
So I don't think there's anything to worry about. She probably just finds it more convenient that way.
I do hope they're as happy as well. I'm seriously
I'm
hoping.
so
Like, so far, I have had great faith in this creator and what they're writing, and I hope it is not. And it doesn't seem like they just want to write death traps. I don't know.
I suppose we should probably go a little bit faster though, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're gonna
because
try.
I'm trying to get this done before, I'm like
Before
this.
it becomes another episode next week. This
Right.
is quite a way to spend a Halloween, though. Wow.
This is great though. Thank you so much for joining us. This is super awesome.
This is lovely.
Okay.
So, are we doing this or not? Honestly, I would feel like super bad if we didn't. And I'm kind of getting tired of feeling guilty all of the time anyway.
We have to go.
Yes.
Anastasia's invitation is clearly much more than it seems, but I can't just throw Gia under the bus like that. I was stupid to think I could ever leave her out of this. No one who crosses my path can escape my future. I know that now.
It's true.
I don't even care if we're walking right into a trap.
But hopefully we can help her. If she's already signed the paperwork, there's nothing we can do except destroy the paperwork, I guess?
I have so many people on my side to help me now. Even if they were all involved in killing my father and one of them actually did it, I'm not alone anymore.
And somehow, a comforting thought.
We'll go prepared, and we'll go with a plan.
I hope so.
I just hope I'll be able to count on...
You.
Shit. Oh, no, don't you dare... Shit!
Oh, God.
Are we gonna end up in her head? I keep
don't
waiting
know.
to run into Anastasia's brain. Actually,
back into Gia so that we can see what Anastasia's doing. Oh, God. Here we go. Now she's in our
called
space. Oh, God.
Oh,
Hello, dear.
Oh, fuck.
Hi. Anastasia Everett here. So nice to finally meet you.
Shit.
I imagine you might be feeling just a bit lost, so please allow me to explain. Recently, the Everett Corporation, for my personal use, has developed a prototype. Yeah, I was going to say, this is part of that prototype experience with the lab rat thing with the head getting with the mind control and stuff. Oh my God, this is it. For my personal use, has developed a prototype that means very little to most people. It has no name yet, but we just call it the PX1759B, or Pix7B? I don't know, or PX for short. It disrupts the connection between you, and I do mean you, as in lies and scandal, and your current host. We literally are aware that people can appear in the back of people's minds, and we're trying to disconnect it. Oh my God. Yeah, we believe it's supposed to be black. We are pretty sure the black is all on purpose. She's just got her eyes closed, quietly, serenely holding her cup of tea, knowing that she's Got it all in order, or at least is trying to.
Yep.
Wearing one of these devices on her extremely well-kept head. That particular disruption is why you're no longer with our Olive Churchigard, dear. Believe me, I was just as surprised as you were when I discovered that you'd gone AWOL. You know, Crispin, my baby brother, dear, he does like to help out, even without my knowledge or approval. He was using the PX all by himself. He was trying to help us, maybe? And so, from Olive, the amateur detective, to Gia Tran, scared to death in my office, to, oh, I don't know, one of those other boys desperate to play hero, then back to Olive herself. You just move from host to host like a butterfly to whoever best continues the story. And that's all it is, dear. You came here to be told Olive's story, but once it started to bore you, you left as soon as your connection broke. Hold on one second.
Whoa!
One, I appreciate that.
Oh.
I appreciate your assumption because you have very little information from us. And two, I appreciate that you think we're one of those bleak gamers that just wants to see everything. And as someone who's been a completionist in stories that are not very deep, I am one of those gamers. In stories that are very deep, I often leave them to the imagination. I rarely go back and check other options. I go, this was the story I had. However, I do want to say that just for a moment, back when I played D&D, there really was this joke of you live on sunshine and epic tales. And there was at least one magical like horse type creature that lived on sunshine and epic tales. And so sometimes when you were sleep deprived, tired college student, that would be the joke. And this, she's literally accusing us of essentially that thing. You feed off of stories, dear.
You're a monster. Yeah. I'm like,
As soon
I
as
don't
your connection
agree.
broke. Also, she assumes we're completely impartial and uninvested.
Right?
Nothing to be ashamed of. We all do enjoy a good story full of twists and turns. It's interesting though that they come up with the idea that that basically that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
And that she's based her entire organization on going, maybe something happened to her parents with the voices in their heads.
Oh, actually, I was kind of wondering that, or if like something happened with those two kids.
Or with the kids,
Yeah.
actually, as well. Anyway. And oh dear, do I have a twist for you? That's why you're here with me right now.
I figured.
I'm sure you've heard all about the entire Everett family, save for Crispin and myself, passed away in an awful car accident years ago.
In an awful,
so bad, terrible car accident.
Oh, God.
But I'm sure you wouldn't mind hearing a few more details about the incident, since I've decided you love stories.
And
Would
that
you?
we have literally no care at all for the characters we're interacting with in the slightest.
Oh God!
Like that's what I just hear is a character
Okay.
going, "You're just being nasty," and
You are assuming that I am not a person who cried over books, okay?
Fuck
that
yeah.
have no choices and no options, and I cared about the characters, and I even cared when the authors wrote horrible things for those characters, okay? I also tend to be an utter cinnamon roll to my OCs, and I want them to have good experiences, okay? Thank you, even if they have lightly complicated backstories or tragedy that happened way back when I was an angst teen, and when the only backstory is a tragic backstory. They don't have a tragic front story, okay? Tragic front story. I should coin that.
Honestly, you need a good back.
No, I don't go in for tragic front stories, okay?
I like
want a nice fluffy game.
The backsides are my favorite parts.
Here are the facts that Olive Churchigard never thought to tell you, all taken straight from official records,
Oh, God.
which she may or may not ever have gotten to read, but you don't know that. On the night of January 11th, 2004, let's hear a story, shall we? Several cars carrying 18 Everetts in total veered off the road, all at the very same time. Oh, God. It was snowing heavily, they said. The roads were obviously blanketed. It was tragic. Unavoidable accident. They said, what other explanation could there possibly be? Now, have you ever noticed, dear, whenever you've seen me, that one of my eyes is a slightly different color than the other? I did. That's because the left one is made of glass. Yeah, you did have a lot of damage and reconstructive surgery, I guessed. Go back and check if you don't believe me. I don't mind a bit. It's okay. I lost that eye in that accident. I'll be discreet, but the injury that caused it wasn't courageous or anything. Congruous or anything that you'd find in a car wreck. It was almost as if it had been inflicted by some sort of blade weapon. Oh dear. Impossible, they said. No one else was found at the scene of the crash. There must be some other explanation. Only you? There were 0 other people there, but they were all dead? But the unusually wild flames, or she could be describing it poorly, because again, this is whatever she is able to say. The unusually wild flames of the wreck had left our surroundings charred black. so who could possibly ever solve the mystery of what truly happened that night? And so they sealed up the incident report with great satisfaction that no one to speak of it again. But I'll tell you, lies and scandal, my brother and I were never intended to survive that crash. On that night, it was only through great fortune and the help of someone very much like you that we were able to find a branch of time in which we both survived. Oh, God. So there are versions of her in all kinds of dark AUs. And that is now the branch in which we happily live today. I thanked my own page turner quite profusely at the time.
Oh.
Rather humbling, isn't it? To know that the entire world is just a single result of a 17-year-old girl trying not to die. Or at least your version of it is. And
That is not how you spell singular. How interesting.
it is.
That's singular.
It is singular. Again, though, this is a one-person show.
That's fine.
We don't know how many proofreaders they have. And again, I don't want to be an asshole to big teams and go, well, they don't get forgiven, but little teams do. But there is some level of once your game's got to a high enough production level, you really should be able to catch typos. And when you are a small team, I'm like, typos, okay. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like them and they're frustrating, but it's like you can't help everything.
It's also, though, like, I get started, though, to get to a point where, especially sometimes when I'm playing games with small teams, and I get annoyed more and more that I run across. So I start losing it even for small teams, though.
I say, single-person teams I'm the most forgiving of.
Yeah.
You did this all by yourself. And it hasn't been that bad in this game, which has been really nice.
Yeah.
In great big, public ones, it frustrates the heck out of me.
The singular result of a 17-year-old girl
Trying not to die.
Huh.
In every other timeline, I assume that either myself, Crispin, or both of us were killed by the masked figures that pursued us through the forest, lining the road. No one believed me, of course. Why would they? I was out of my mind with blood loss. The very idea of a killer was ridiculous. I must have been seeing things. I wonder if it was the same family that you hired that been hired to kill you.
Interesting.
But I know what I lived through, lies and scandal. I lost my parents, cousins, and even siblings on that night. My family and its livelihood were completely destroyed, and I spent the past decade recovering from that. And if you ever speak to Ellis Regendron, you can have him ask his grandmother what she did 10 years ago to secure his recommendation letter to Chartigrade Academy. But of course, I can't imagine you'll have the opportunity to talk to anyone else ever again, because I am never letting you go. We're getting put in a box. All right. Well, is this the one end? If it wasn't clear, that was the sound of PX breaking beyond repair. I'm your narrator now, dear. I'm your protagonist, Anastasia Everett. And when I win, the story ends. Fade to black. You'll have nothing more tethering you to this world. No more reason to be here. No more thorn in my side. No more traveling back through time. And when Olive and company walk through that door in a second, you're just going to sit there and watch like the good little whatever you are. Oh, dear. Stacy, they're coming up in the elevator now. Would you like me to go receive them? Yes, that should be a nice touch. He is their president, after all.
Oh, God, are we almost done?
Poor girl. We just call her poor girl, whatever. This isn't terrifying, not at all. We've said that so many times in so many endings. This isn't terrifying at all.
Yep.
I'm not scared.
Not even lightly.
Oh, yes. She's here, too. Very quiet this whole time. Like a scared little mouse. I feel a little bad for frightening her so much. But business is business, isn't it? She's the scared little girl now. Which I'm not sympathetic to at all. It's
yeah.
just about me. The door's opening now. I'm so excited. I'll let you join in on the fun, a little by helping to greet our antagonists. What a pleasure to have you all here. How nice to have you all here. I don't fucking care.
I don't either.
All right, let's say how nice.
How
I
nice
guess.
is awesome.
Semantics are very important, you know. You're doing a great job. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
This is fine. It's all fine. We're all fine.
Yeah, we're all fine.
We're all fine here.
The assassin. Hello, it's, good to see you again, Miss Everett.
Dude, don't just say hi. Oh, yes, him. I love the names. Oh my God. Oh, yes, him. I forgot he existed. This is serious. Oh, wow.
That's us.
That is. That is what she looks
Whoa!
like. And yeah, that's amazing. Marcy's sister is all she calls us.
Lies and scandal. If you're reading this, I want you to force quit out of this application right now. You never really wanted to help me out with anything, did you? You just wanted to see who I'd kiss and how I'd die. Voyeuristic freak.
Just kidding. That's not what she said. Can you imagine, though? That would be amazing. She's very cute. I agree. Her hair is very striking, too, with her eyes.
I know. I love her that she actually has colored nails.
I love the painted nails. It's great. Also, she has a different aesthetic than everyone else here, which is interesting. They're all a little more unified. For the love interests, if you will.
I love the fact that now Anastasia is pointing out that we've probably not heard a lot of the story correctly.
Because she could have said whatever she wanted and described it any way she felt was appropriate.
Yeah.
This is what she really said. Hi.
Gia, are you okay?
Is she all you expected she to be? A little shorter, perhaps? Yes, I'm fine, but you should really, listen to Miss Everett right now. We're all in huge trouble. Poor girl. At least someone understands her priorities.
Right, about that, I'd like to hear what exactly we're being charged with.
Yeah, since, we're not the ones who ordered a hit, you should be the ones negotiating with us. Except Ellis can't exactly go to the cops and show them a receipt for the transaction.
And, I'd probably end up being indicted on several counts of murder anyway if I said anything. It's never a good idea to involve the police. Police brutality and all that.
She is adorable.
She's
very
really cute.
All this stuff, oh my god. It is mutually beneficial for neither party to expose the other regarding that murder, which puts us in an interesting stalemate. And let me remind you that there isn't any proof whatsoever that we even did such a thing. However, actually, there could be. Okay, so if Ellis knows what the poison in his necklace is, and he was raised using it and knows about it, theoretically, there's usually a way to detect it that no one's going to check.
Yes.
It's undetectable except for fill in the blank, right? And so he could have us run across that somehow suspiciously, because if someone has suspicion, they can suggest it. Now, it would make him and his family out that poison in suspicious cases, but it wouldn't necessarily indicate them at all.
Yeah, it wouldn't put them in a bad situation.
You all have racked up several outstanding disciplinary charges. Destruction of personal property, the lock, failure to student council obligations. To fulfill them, you weren't at the auction. Slander, you said everything you did. Trespassing, you were here.
You have just as little proof of that as we do the assassination.
I have a broken phone and a knife with Mr. Regendron's fingerprints on it in my possession.
Again, I'm very sorry about that.
And evidence doesn't even mean a thing at Shershagard Academy. The headmaster can write you up or kill your parents at any time for any reason if enough people believe her when she says it's fine. That's how rich people work.
Fine. So then what's our punishment? Expulsion?
No, not at all. Nothing quite so terrible. What I am about to suggest is really very reasonable. We won't be taking any disciplinary action at all. If and only if, I would say if I was playing this game by myself, I actually would have quit out and gone back already, because this would have felt like the bad end. But since we've got everybody here and I do want to support and promote this game for anyone who might watch the stream later, I want to finish this out.
Yes.
They all consent to sign up for Shershagard's Academy and EVCO's latest joint initiative, the Remedial Performance Program. Now, lies and scandal, not a peep if you already know what this is. You're on my side now. You've got to let me do the talking. I'm having Crispin show them all this very nice presentation that I recently put together, complete with promotional photos and real-life testimonials. Has Olive shown you any of her previous branches? I really do love it. Oh dear.
Oh, actually, it looks kind of fun. I'd like an internship.
Olive, what do you think? You don't think this is suspicious at all?
Eliana's son.
Who's Eliana? We've heard that name once.
That's his mom.
No, I know, but didn't we hear that once in the game?
I think actually he talked about his mom at one point, kind of thing.
Anyway, I've just that's how he's labeled. She doesn't even care who he is.
Yeah. It seems believable, at best.
But also highly suspect. Wait, so if this is for, kids with bad grades, then why wasn't I ever in it? You know what my GPA is like. CARP. Sessions are in direct conflict with student council meetings, which, until today, you have been obligated to attend. Now, if I may continue on to the program benefits. a second. Could you please go back to that last one? To this one here. It was a single title card. There's no important information included. Yes, I know, but I just wanted to see something really quick. 'Cause there's no way, but I thought I saw... No, I'm right. That has to be her. That's your friend.
Yep.
That's Aqua. In that top right picture, a back row, third from the left. Well, why would she be in this presentation? Oh dear, this could be a bit of a pain to deal with. That's you.
Aqua. That name sounds so familiar. Oh, your old roommate.
How could you know that? I never...
It's a long story. Just tell me exactly what happened.
So what's important is that my roommate Aqua totally disappeared without a word last December, but it was always weird because she was still officially enrolled. Is this where she's been all that time? Here? In the CARPP? This line of questioning has very little to do with your current situation. Actually, it has a lot.
It has a ton to do
So
with
much. This is so good. Yes, I'm good. This is an amazing
Yeah,
ride.
God, we're gonna die.
I know nothing of the circumstances under which Miss Kufor
I'm not sure.
Kufor may have left campus housing. But you just knew her last name, and you do
know
everyone here.
Yeah.
So, oh, they're going to have to try harder than that. Kufor is still quite a distinct family name. In this country, I remember it is essentially entirely...
To remember
it is entirely believable.
There you go. You're like, what?
Entirely.
Aqua. Wait, isn't that the girl who you dated last year, Crispin?
Oh dear, yes.
Dated?
Miss Kufor did purchase the evening from me at last February's auction. Yes.
I... Really? That was it? That's strange then. Why would she...
The plot thickens so much. Dear God, they have just added the thickener.
Damn.
The extent to how much I personally knew Miss Kufor is entirely irrelevant to the matter at hand. However, your introduction...
Your induction into the...
However, your induction into the CARPP...
So let me get this straight. A girl you dated disappears suddenly one night and then turns up in the strange program that none of us has heard of? Forgive me if I don't find that very reassuring.
Whatever you are imagining right now is most certainly false. Mitch Shershagard. Please, I just want to know that she's safe. And how in the world would I know something like that? If I can just talk to her once, I'll join your program. No questions asked.
Gia, no.
Now there's a beautiful compromise. I'll tell them what. If this entire group agrees to calmly induct themselves into CARPP afterwards, we'll bring Aqua Kufor here right now for a quick visit.
Shit.
On the other hand, they don't have to keep that deal. They don't sign anything.
Oh, hell no.
Don't do it, cinnamon roll!
No!
Deal. Hey, don't make that decision for the rest of us.
All right, I agree too.
Your hair is amazing. Never mind.
I'll do it too. I want to know what happened to her.
What? No, I'm not agreeing to that. I'd rather be expelled.
Look, just trust me on this one, okay?
Ooh, this is going to be even easier than I thought. Very well. Then, Stacy, I assume you have some way of sending for her. We assume your word is your bond. I do indeed. All full-time program members live on site, so we'll be able to wrap this up very quickly.
Oh, God!
Oh, my God.
Oh, no!
I do not even want to see what state she's in. Also, if they're just ripping these kinds of experiences out of people's heads, holy shit. And then, Lies and Scandal, dear, your time here will be nearly at its end. Oh, God, we don't even know if this game has multiple endings or not. We don't actually know. But I'll omit the next 5 or so minutes of waiting so that we can get there even faster.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
You're adorable.
Everybody in this game is so cute.
Ah!
Blah! And also,
The
if you haven't been to our Tumblr blog, the Lies and Scandal Tumblr blog, there is some wonderful fan art by Corsith Caris that is of all these characters drawn in a more realistic style. At least all the main 4.
Hi.
It's very cool. All right.
The Stalker.
The Stalker. I
I'll
don't
take
know.
it. Hi.
She does look quite good for a missing person, don't you think?
Aqua, it's really you? Oh, hi, Jaya. What's up?
You were here at EFCO all this time?
Oh, God.
You didn't contact me?
Yeah, I was.
Aqua, it's so good to see you.
Oh, crying baby. No, wait, don't cry. Why are you crying?
You just dropped off the face of the earth and never even said goodbye. I called you so many times, asked so many people, trying to find out where you were.
Whoa, I don't know what to say. I didn't get any of those calls. I've been meaning to get a new phone for, like, ever. Sorry, I guess.
I'm just glad you're okay. But why didn't you even tell me where you were going?
I don't know. It was all just really sudden. I had a lot of shit going on in my life, and one minute everything sucked, and the next minute I was here. And also my phone broke, so yeah, couldn't text.
Oh, Aqua, I never knew you were so unhappy.
Oh,
It seems
dear.
very strange. This is extremely suspect.
This is super sus.
This is weird.
Super sus.
Doubt. I hit the doubt.
Doubt.
Button. Doubt.
It's the nut button, except it's the doubt
Sus button.
button.
But is everything better now? Did you like it here?
Yeah, totally. There's free coffee, and you just like play with tech and then fill out a form to get grades without even going to class or anything. It's pretty great.
So, I guess the CARPP was nothing to worry about after all.
What? Of course it's nothing.
Oh, look at that. Such a touching reunion. Every misunderstanding completely resolved in a moment.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Oh God, there's someone in her head making her choices aggressively. I imagine that's another thing you can do, is make it so that you can control the choices. Okay, so this is going to be a culmination of a theory across our entire fucking channel with every dating game we've had.
Okay.
Sometimes they put up one button for you to choose.
Okay.
And we always go, why the hell is there only one button to choose? But if you know there's a narrator in this person's head, and you can give that narrator one option because you're in that person's head controlling it,
Okay.
you give them one button to choose so you can force situations like this.
Oh dear.
So that they can't literally break the plot. So that that person can't have agency or autonomy. So that they can go as deep fake as possible, if you will. And the reason we only get one choice when we're in some other protagonist's head is because the person, pulling the strings is like, if you said anything else, it would be suspect. It would be not with my plans.
Yeah, that's
And that makes the game writers just seem fascinating at this point. But at this point, it's like she is then puppeteering through a puppeteer this person, I imagine.
great.
That is my theory. That's a rock theory. Okay, Miss Everett, a deal's a deal. You can go ahead and sign us all up. Oh, there she goes with the Ms. Everett again. How sweet. I really should try to give her a lighter schedule once she's inducted.
Hi, Aqua, right? I'm Olive, Gia's new roommate.
Huh.
Cool. Nice to meet you, Olive.
Oh, I do hope she gives up soon. I'd like to be in bed by a semi-reasonable time tonight.
I'm also Gia's current girlfriend.
Wait, what? Dude, shut up and be happy for them.
Yes!
Yeah, I love him. Be happy for them.
I know! I
Send
feel
them
you!
in, roll.
I'm so afraid everybody's just gonna die.
Hi.
This is gonna be terrible.
I can't say I knew much about this myself, but I'm not particularly surprised. I do remember what it's like to be a young woman in love, or a young woman impulsive, Maybe I could even seat the two of them together during shifts. That would be very sweet of me, I think.
Oh God, you fucking monster.
Maybe it's not as bad as it sounds, but still indentured servitude.
Oh, that's cool. Good for her. I mean, I don't really know you, but you seem like a type.
Oh, we're gonna try and pull out a lie. We're gonna try and pull out information that she doesn't know so Gia knows it. Yes, I want this. I'm ready for this.
You're right. You don't know me, so I was thinking we should all go on a double date together. What? Like you two, and then me with someone? I'd need time to find a date. Don't you have anyone you like right now, Aqua? No, not really. No one who's like non-fictional.
Ultimate fangirl. Also, her palms are paler than her hands, and I love that subtle detail.
But I thought you could go with Crispin. Didn't you two go on that date last year? I thought you liked him.
Oh, I see where this is going. Very smart of her. But I'm afraid I've thought of that as well. I'll type faster. Oh, amazing.
Who? I don't date anyone ever. Maybe you're thinking of someone else?
Yeah, she's just a blank slate then.
Yeah.
And that's quite enough said about that. Maybe she's not controlling it. They just wiped everything and made you basically incredibly passive. Aqua, we all know what happened. It was just one date. You can admit it, even if you're totally out of his league. Vote for her, yes!
Do it, yes! I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Wait, do you seriously not remember? At all? It's perfectly reasonable for her to have a spotty memory, isn't it? Time just goes by so quickly here at EVCO. The side effects are strong.
That's actually really weird if you don't remember any of that. You definitely knew him. There was this one day last spring when you came by the council room asking weird questions about him and his family. You saw one of my knives and asked if it was real. You don't remember? Yeah, this is horrible.
This is horrible. This is dark, but also I'm rooting for them at this point. I'm like, you can do this.
No? Why did you have a knife in school?
So you don't?
I thought it was strange that she didn't even acknowledge him after we'd heard that they went on that date. There's something going on with this remedial performance program. Just look at how red her eyes are. Hey, can you maybe chill? I just don't get a lot of sleep.
Also, they look completely washed out, but, colors, who knows?
Right.
Aqua, don't you remember the voicemail you left on my phone last December? Last Christmas.
No, I swear you guys are just making up stuff up now.
Miss Tran, if you draw this out any further by playing whatever message you're about to play, I will have to confiscate your phone.
I'll break both your arms if you try to do that. I really want to hear her voicemail.
I love that. Also, everyone going, we've got the upper hand. Him going, I'm literally a killer and could just murder both of you right now. It wouldn't look good and we'd all have to go do something else. But you can't blackmail us.
Go,
like
Ellis!
That.
Break his arms!
We have such a good D&D adventuring party here. They're really balanced.
They really are.
We've got a wide range of people.
All right, let's keep going because we're going to run out of time here. We got 10 more minutes. Play it, Gia.
Oh dear, this is getting more and more complicated by the minute. I really like to knock them all out and store them in the warehouse until they calm down, but Crispin is still watching, and just between you and me, lies and scandal, dear, there are certain things my line of work requires that I would rather him never see. I must protect my baby brother. I really should have sent him away once everyone arrived. With where we are now in the conversation, I'll never be able to get him to leave. The Regendran boy is also an issue. Even if I were to shoot him first, who knows what kind of tranquilizers he's resistant to? But don't fret, lies and scandal. I'll have my chance soon. Even so, I'll spare you from having to listen to Aqua Kufor's very emotional voicemail. I've already heard the end of it in person, and wouldn't much enjoy beating a dead horse, because you're the one that cut her off.
Yeah, you did.
What's done is done. Only 10 minutes
I know!
That's all we've got this week. Maybe 15 if we push it really tight, but we'll see.
What is this? That can't be me. I never said anything like that. Someone take me back. I want to leave, now.
No, don't go, Aqua. This is real, and we need to talk about it.
Let go! You're pulling off my hoodie!
Oh, God.
Hey, Aqua, pardon me for asking, but what's that on your arm?
No, this stops now. Those are burns. Second-degree burns. He can't be allowed to see those. It doesn't matter what I have to do about it. I won't let him be hurt like that. He doesn't know what goes on in testing either.
You don't know? That's wild.
She's kept everything from him. Oh, my gosh. When did that happen?
I don't.
Oh.
She collapses.
Aqua? Oh, this is just an awful, awful mess. So much hard work gone down the drain. Did you just shoot her? Did you just shoot her? Do these children honestly believe that I would commit a murder in my own office, right in front of my brother? Dear Lord, it's a trank. Oh, my God.
Even if it's just a tranquilizer, why would you do something like that?
That's the easiest part to excuse out of everything, actually. She was obviously about to lose control. I don't tolerate that sort of behavior, not with my students.
This deal is off, Anastasia. Aqua clearly isn't in a good mental or physical health thanks to CARPP. We're walking out of here and bringing her home, where she belongs.
So you and Shia aren't really going out, right? That was a trick to reveal the gaps in her memory.
Not a good time, Victor.
Yes, thank you. Oh, they aren't actually together. That's a shame. They made such a cute couple. Kind of a defanged version of Marcy and I back in high school. Yep.
Oh, that's sort of terrifying.
Yep.
Memory loss, eye strains, burns. What are you running here? Some kind of human experimentation facility?
Yes. What a ridiculous thing to say. Of course it isn't. Just as Crispin said in his presentation. Those were severe burns on her arm, yet she had no idea how they'd gotten there. Oh dear. Come again, sweetie?
Oh.
Come again, sweetheart? This isn't possible. One doesn't forget being severely burned.
Oh dear.
And not only that, she'd forgotten leaving that message, and even me. Stacy, what is it we do exactly in the CARPP?
Oh.
I have trusted you implicitly with my life, my livelihood, my safety, and I have been your absolute right-hand man, never asking any questions, all confirmed in other story arcs.
Yes, this has been wild.
That's amazing. It's true what people say. Those eyes of his really are doll-like. Is this what our family would have wanted? Yes. It all comes back to family, doesn't it? He's been asking me that for the past 10 years. And then nonetheless supporting me unconditionally. Who could ever say what they wanted? Honestly, they're long gone. But whenever he asks, I always say yes. Then what are we doing in this? Then what we are doing in the CARPP is right. No! Who cares if it's what your family wanted? What's happening here is the complete opposite of right. I know you didn't like Aqua. Maybe she caused you a lot of distress, and I'm sorry. Maybe she got obsessed with you and stalked you, but you know that what happened to her was wrong. She didn't deserve it at all. She doesn't deserve this. You seriously still think that after doing all that, you aren't like the bad guys here? That you're victims or something? Bad guys do not self-identify as bad guys in almost all cases.
Oh, yeah,
And
it's actually...
Like, they don't even, like, for the most part, none of you realize if what you are doing is hurting someone in a meaningful way, as in reference to what you feel your own stakes are. And this is something we discussed extensively in reference to villains in other games.
Yeah.
My scholarship's named after your dad. It says I can't ever miss one assignment or I get kicked out. My parents have been separated for years, but they can't get divorced because it says I need a stable home environment. I'm missing out on 2 stepdads. Oh, wow. And they still have to pay yearly dues to EPCO so I can remain a Mortimer Everett scholar. They have been suffering like mature adults. And I don't mean like suffering as maturely.
I know, she's so cute.
But I mean like it's clear that they're like, they can't really be with their other partners, and they're trying to make the marriage work enough to get through it for their kid. Which is a terrible thing, but also amazing that they're kind of united on that front. And I appreciate that. And okay, you really think your family's legacy is even worth living up to? Are those truly the stipulations of the scholarship?
That's bizarre.
They are. And also she had to have a 3.95 or better GPA, according to the thing.
Yeah.
Damn. Yells for the cinnamon roll. There's yelling for the cinnamon roll.
Yay!
Yes! They are, I'm afraid. But I'd like to remind everyone in this room that it was neither me nor my father who created them. It was, in fact, arranged in memorandum by the late Ignatius Cherchegard. I'm just a single member of the admissions committee. He arranged it?
Even if that's true, you still put out a lit cigarette on the back of my hand when I called you Stacy.
Oh, she did it.
Wow!
Again! There's setup and payoff. We know exactly where everything comes from.
Right?
Fucking yes, this game! Yes, I'd almost forgotten about that particular incident. Wow.
Whoa, damn. Okay.
Now that one, I must confess, is on me. I was under quite a lot of stress on that day. You understand?
No.
I'm not panicking. I want you to like me. Yes, I suppose you must have been. Really now, I've barely smoked a single cigarette since high school, but on rare occasions, I'll admit, when I've got a lot,
Crispin, she hired Ellis to kill my father. A man is dead because of her. You aren't the underdogs anymore once you've done something like that.
You hold a very optimistic view of my involvement in that affair. I was no naive bystander for your father's death, Miss Churchigard. I assisted in arranging it once I was charged to do something about him. The only thing that matters to me about the entire affair is the fact that I was serving the Everett family trust in doing it.
The thing is we don't know why you killed him.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we know. She doesn't know. We know that it was because he was opposing their remedial program, which is the crux of their company.
Oh, right. Okay,
yeah, it's okay. Yeah, he really was. He was the only one on the board that went, this remedial program is unacceptable. I've always told myself that perhaps Crispin didn't understand what he was suggesting when he brought Ellis Regendron to my office. What he's referring to, after all, when he says he was charged to do something, was just a thoughtless remark I made after 2 glasses of bourbon one night. She also offhandedly said it, just like Dux offhandedly said, kill him.
Yeah, he takes it real personal.
I never imagined at all that he'd take it seriously, but I can hardly deny it now, can I? A caterpillar must become a butterfly. It is only right. And if we must forcibly induct you into this hellish program in order to protect ourselves, Ms. Churchigard, then... Oh, oops! I accidentally set the pile of contracts on the table on fire. You wouldn't be able to do any of that, Olive. No, sorry. What? Victor, what the fuck? You're gonna burn down this whole place.
The plan was to pull the fire alarm if we needed to get out, not literally commit arson.
Oh my god. This office doesn't have a wall alarm. I checked. And I knew Dux always carries a lighter in his pocket, so I just fished around in there. It was like old times.
So you thought setting a fire was the best solution?
Oh god.
Yes.
Yes? Yes.
I don't want to interrupt, but did you mean to catch the desk on fire too?
As we all stand here, I would have flame-proofed my office long ago if I'd ever knew this would happen. What a pain in the rear. Do you have an extinguisher? Because you're supposed to in all the offices if you don't have a system.
We got it.
I was thinking, I just didn't want them to hurt you.
I wasn't thinking.
Oh, I wasn't thinking. I just...
Whatever. It doesn't matter what you wanted. Everyone just run. We need to get out of here now.
Don't take the elevator. Oh, what about Aqua? Carry her.
Yeah, pick her up.
What about everyone else in this building?
Yes! Twink is so strong!
It's so good.
So strong!
Pocket fishing?
Yes, pocket fishing.
Pocket fishing.
I caught the comment too. Now, I could carry her.
They're all leaving now, falling right over each other to escape this awful little fire. I don't know what to do. Is this the end? Is this how the story ends? My enemies slipping right through my fingers? Leaving me stranded with an uncertain future? Well, it's about damn time they did. Because this is where you'll be taking your leave as well. Dear Lie Scandal, fade to black, this story's over. Olive and Company may have their getaway at the end of this one, but I can assure you that you will never, ever get to see what happens in the sequel. And there's always a sequel, my dear, sweet... Stacy. My God, he's still here. Why hasn't he left already? Please, Stacy, we need to get out of here. He'll need to go ahead without me. I can't give up this opportunity.
Oh, no.
What opportunity? No. If you refuse to leave, then I will. I will stay by your side. Edge of seat indeed. Compared to your ambitions, my fears mean nothing. Of course. That's what I taught him, isn't it? That everything we do is worth its suffering. Even now, after he's brought me an assassin to resolve my arguments with Ignatius Churchigard, after he's seen what I did to that girl, the idea that it's all for the Everett family legacy makes it completely pardonable to him. But I'll let you in on one last secret, Lies and Scandal. I don't do what I do because I believe in my family name. Not anymore. I do what I do because I want to win. That's it. Stacy, is the story over yet? as a parting gift, I'll give you this one last opportunity to put words in my mouth. Yes, not yet.
Oh no! Shit!
God, this is a huge goddamn save.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, the audio cut. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, bad. Hold on.
I mean,
Hoping the connector's in a good place.
can you still hear us?
I hope so.
I said it cut out with 2 seconds.
Okay, all right. Let's try not yet.
Not yet.
Nope, we want more. Do you want me to help? I could step into the fire if it'd bring the narrative to a satisfying conclusion.
Oh my God, that's so fucked up.
Oh my God. No, sweetie, I don't think that will be necessary. But it was a terrifying second. Yes. Now then, play the music, won't you? Okay, we are going to cut out to an ending. Oh, God.
Holy shit!
Oh, my God. Final ending.
Fade to pink!
Okay, we are
we're so out of time.
We've got like 5 minutes to clean up this entire studio
have got
and
to
get
get
out of here.
Yes.
So thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, if you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. We've got some links in the description down below. Please also feel free to check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We've also got those links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!